Megan Fox is not your Megatron.
Very tight and sweaty and hot.
Which King of Angmar?
They came like a bolt out of the blue to discuss everything in geekdom.
Chopsticks!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the attack of the 50-foot nerds.
Okay, hello, and welcome to the 50-foot nerds live from Aintree TV and Film and ComicCon. My name is Mike Bell.
And mine is Paul Griggs.
And we hope you can see us. I'm not entirely sure. This is the first time we're doing the live streaming with this technology, but hey-ho, I guess we will find out.
Hello.
So I'm just trying to check on my phone on the Facebook to see if it's actually going
Shall
through.
I have a look on mine?
Yeah,
as well?
if you can, please. That's probably easier. But yes, we are here all day. Doors have just opened at 9 o'clock for early access. And we are positioned on the second floor.
Look,
We
yes,
are here.
there
Yes,
it is.
that's us. We're
Like,
live.
Look.
Yeah, look at that. That's us.
Wow.
Those handsome chaps. Look, we have the technology. In fact, do you know what? I'm even going to double check.
We can rebuild them.
I'm just going to double check that it's working on the YouTube as well, because, you know,
YouTube.
I'm going multimedia here.
Multimedia.
Well, yeah, doors are open at 9 o'clock.
Mike,
Paul and I are gonna be here all day.
1995 called. It wants you back.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've got to get me 10 hours free on AOL through floppy disk. I forgot about that. We are live on YouTube as well.
It's funny you should say that. Because the new Mission Impossible film is about to come out, Kath and I are rewatching them all from the beginning. So we watched Mission Impossible last night.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, that is so dated technology-wise.
Yeah.
You know, the whole MacGuffin is stealing.
Scooch in slightly.
Is stealing a zip
I meant your
drive.
chair, Paul.
It's stealing a zip drive.
Wow.
I mean, you know, and they're using Nokia brick phones.
Oh God. I mean, this is back in the days when like Skype was like a thing, when it was just like, hey, that's the latest in the new technology. We're going to be able to do video calls with people. And it's just like, yeah, welcome to 2020. And that's all we did.
And
people are taking photos. Hello.
Hello. And
hello. You're right. It's John. John,
Hello,
who's
John.
organising today, mate. You okay, mate?
Good to see you,
Yeah,
man.
come round, get on camera and say hi. She's not here. She couldn't make it. She's got to work.
Yeah.
It's John. Say hi, John. Hi. Why aren't you here? Well, no, this is to Facebook and YouTube, my friend. Not just Amara.
We are live.
Amara, where are you?
We are live to the
Where are you?
world.
Why aren't you here? Why aren't you on your break coming in to say hiya?
There's a TARDIS over there, and I hope you're going to come through it in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, that's the
Warp.
beauty of time travel. She will be able to be here in 10 seconds. In fact, she was already here because of time travel. That's John there.
Oh yeah, sorry. Just going back to Mission Impossible, and there's this whole sequence where he's trying to find something out on the newfangled internet.
We're live.
And uses an internet search engine.
Oh wow!
And it's literally called Internet Search Engine.
Oh, right, it's okay.
And he has to go through the same thing in like multiple languages. In some respects, it's
Is it like
cringe.
What was that? I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and it was for some movie that was produced by Sony, but every character had. Oh no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't a movie. It was a video about the early 2000s Spider-Man animated series, the CGI series with
the one with Neil
Harris.
Patrick Harris. Yeah.
And because it's obviously Spider-Man was a Sony, it still is a Sony distribution thing.
Yeah,
all the characters got Sony Ericsson phones because product placement.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you know. Hello, Apple TV.
Well, apparently Apple will not let bad guys use iPhones in their movies.
So I gather.
Yeah, that was the whole thing that I learned about when Glass Onion came out.
Right.
So, yeah, because apparently they wanted the bad guy, which I'm not going to spoil, but they wanted the killer to have an iPhone in that movie, and Apple went, no.
Therefore, if you are watching a movie and a character is using an Apple phone, you know they're not a bad guy.
Yeah, it's the white hat of the modern generation. Because why not?
Oh, technology,
why not?
don't you just love it? Yeah, so we're at Aintree ComicCon.
Yes, we are.
And although they can't see it, we're literally sat right next to where all the signing guests
Yes,
are.
all the guests.
So I mean, just to give you an idea of some of the people here.
Yes, please tell us who's here.
In house, we have Darth freaking Vader himself. I'm literally looking at Spencer Wilding right now. Hello, Spencer. We got Yaga Bagash, Andrew Abbott, William George Coppen, Matt Tyler, David Stone, Toby Philpott, Clem So, Ross Sambridge, Martin Ballantyne. These are people who have been in Star Wars, Doctor Who, the MCU, DC movies.
If it's geeky, they're
there. James Bond movies, the latest Indiana Jones.
Oh yes, which I haven't seen yet.
No, neither have I.
Yeah,
Willow. What else? Labyrinth, Dark Crystal.
Danny's favourite.
The Fast and the Furious franchise. Pirates of the Caribbean, a certain wizarding franchise that we don't tend to mention these days.
Well, I think we're okay to mention it today.
Okay,
yeah,
so,
I think we're okay. So Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah, the Wizarding World.
Yes.
The Wizarding World, as it's referred to. Because...
Warner Brothers Wizarding World franchise.
Coming
soon to Max as a TV series.
Hey,
I hate that name. I hate Max. I hate, not just people called Max. I don't hate you, Max, whoever you are. You might, maybe I do. I don't know. I've never met you. You might be an idiot. I don't know.
Max was a character in Mission Impossible. It was Vanessa Redgrave's character in Mission Impossible that I literally watched last night.
I'm talking about the digital entity formerly known as HBO Max.
Yeah,
changing the name to Max, stupid. It's like Netflix just changing its name to Flix. Why?
Why not?
Nonsense. It's like Amazon Prime Video changing its name to Prime Video.
I guess they're trying to distance themselves from the cable channel HBO home box office.
True.
And I guess
it's owned by the same people.
It's something that Warner Discovery want to kind of phase out.
Yeah,
and these things evolve over time.
Yeah, of course.
So going back to Mission Impossible again.
Yes. Yeah.
So their news channel of choice was Sky News.
Oh,
and you're watching. So it's mid-90s Sky logos. Everything.
I was watching, because of obviously what week it has been this week. I watched Independence Day on July the 4th.
Oh, nice one.
You've got to remember all those people who died for us in 1997.
Welcome to Earth.
Thank you, Randy Quaid.
Thank you for your service.
Yes. So I watched that, and Sky News is in that. Obviously, it's the old classic, Sky News.
And it was always the one Sky News presenter who got to be in Hollywood movies.
It's that guy who's also in Shaun of the Dead, who goes by removing the head or destroying the brain. Yeah, it's that same guy.
Yeah,
it's like when what's his face? The guy from Channel 4 News, the one who's not Jon Snow. Yeah, but anyway, he was in something I was watching anyway recently. This has got nothing to do with nothing. I'm just talking nonsense right now, but that's
why don't you for people who have never heard of us before, explain who we are and what we do?
That's probably a good thing to do. Yes, we are the Attack of the 50 Foot Nerds podcast.
Krishnan Guru Murthy.
That's his name.
Yeah.
We are Mrs. leading geek pop culture comedy podcast. We've been going
we're Myanmar's leading comedy podcast.
That's very true. Merseyside and Myanmar. It's true. We got an email with the biggest podcast in Myanmar. iTunes number one. But yeah, we've been going for 11 years now. Yeah, we've been tap dancing on gravel since 2012.
We've known each other a lot.
Well, we have, we've known each other for about 15 years now. Thereabouts.
Yeah. It's all that Doctor Who's fault.
Yeah, it's all that.
I was running the Merseyside local group of Doctor Who fans.
Yes.
Regular meetings every month.
I was talking about that just last night.
Were you?
Yes.
And
the guys who are running the VR thing over there.
Brilliant, brilliant. And Mike, bizarrely, lived around the corner from me
for many years.
But we didn't actually meet until
until I moved.
You moved, and then our paths crossed via that Twitter.
Yeah,
back when it was new and exciting. And
Secret Origins time. So basically, the Doctor Who Twitter used to at least once a month do a tweet along where we would watch a classic Doctor Who serial and everyone would press play at exactly the same time and we'd all tweet as we watched the show. And I remember specifically watching The Horror of Fang Rock. It's a classic Tom Baker series about
Louise
the
Jameson as Leela. It's all set in a lighthouse.
It's great. It's basically The Thing, but Doctor Who from the 70s.
And a budget of 2 shillings and 5 pence.
Yeah, the villain is a green jellyfish.
It's a very, it's a video blob.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah,
but
it's great fun.
So we were watching. I was watching now. Everyone was watching her, and I'm scrolling through the hashtag DW tweets or DW watch along or something like that.
Yeah.
And I seen a tweet from MLG Online. I'm thinking, oh, what's that? And it turns out it was the Merseyside local group of Doctor Who fans, run at the time by this chap. And so we got to talk, and I said, oh, I'll have to come down for a meeting one time. Cut to about 6 months later.
Yeah, you get there in the end.
Yeah, I finally made it down.
You take your time.
And I remember that episode, that evening was the series finale of, I believe, season 6.
Entirely.
Season 5, season 6.
Possible?
Season 5 or season 6. Anyway, the one where you find out that, spoilers, River Song is actually Amy's daughter. That one. I know. But yeah, so I had that spoiled for me. I'd avoided spoilers forever until a certain member of the group spoiled it for me. I won't say his name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Is he from Chester?
He might be. Chopsticks.
Lesbians.
But anyway,
sorry, folks. In jokes,
yes.
we know what we're talking about, and so will certain people that we know.
But yeah, so I had that spoiled for me, but I kept coming back and formed a lifelong friendship with this chap right here.
Yeah, it's my brother from another mother. We've been best friends ever since. Skipping forward a few years.
So skipping forward a few years, I was doing a live show. I was working a merchandise booth for Brian Johnson and Brian Quinn of Tell 'em Steve Dave, also Comic Book Men and Practical Jokers. I was working a merchandise booth for them, and I got talking to one of the people who'd come to see that show. And it just happens to be Amara Weers, who's not here today, but she is our third member of the panel. And so we got to talking, became friends, decided to start up this podcast, Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds. I came up with the title. I think it's fine. And so, yeah, we started doing that in 2012.
It's a lot better than just calling yourself the Aldi Hollywood Babylon.
That's very true. That's not what we do at all, Paul. Shut up. So we started doing that in 2012. Later on in 2012, this chap comes on as a pre-recorded audio guest discussing Doctor Who.
Just to talk about Doctor Who. You did ask me whether I wanted to be in from the start. And at the time, I wasn't sure whether it was something I wanted to do, and I had other things that I was kind of leaning towards, and that. But you kind of wore me down, and you persuaded me to come in just as a guest. And then for the end of that season of Doctor Who, I came in for a full episode.
That's true. Yes, we did a full season recap.
Yeah, and then it was kind of the rest, as they say, is history. Because by the end of the year, I went full time as resident third nerd.
Yes, and you've been with us ever since.
Yeah, because you just can't get rid of me.
No, yeah, it's like hairpiece. So yes, we've been doing the show together ever since. And just last June, we started doing the show live at our home base of Geek Retreat Warrington. Shout out to Doug and the team there. We've been doing conventions.
The Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds is, unofficially sponsored by Geek Retreat.
Yeah, Geek Retreat Warrington. Let's be specific.
But we do support all Geek Retreats throughout the UK.
Speaking of which, I want to talk to you about that later.
Oh, okay.
But yes, so we do the show there. So if anyone who isn't familiar with us wants to come and see the show, then by all means, we are there. We're there now the first Saturday of every month. Potentially with an extra show later this month. We need to nail that down.
We need to
if that's happening
out.
Or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so our next show then would be, I believe, the checks calendar, 5th of August. Yeah. Yes, 5th of August is the next show at Geek Retreat Warrington. We're there on a Saturday at show's time is 7 p.m. And you can get your tickets online at ticketsource.co.uk/50footnerds at FIFTYFOOTNERDS. But it is an over 18 show. So we're doing PG show today,
we
all day.
The main shows, we do all the swears, and you tend to get very angry.
I do get very angry, yes.
Oh, he gets wound up.
We just had some children walking around taking a look at us before, which sounds weird out of context. But so we do have to keep PG because there is going to be, kids and families here today. So, so no more swearing, Paul. No more. I can hear Star Wars.
We've got the VR dome just over by us. I think there's a bit of noise.
Yes, they're going to be playing Guitar Hero in there a bit later, I believe.
Why do you need to play Guitar Hero in VR?
I don't know.
I haven't played Guitar Hero.
Wouldn't you want to play like pretending you were on a stage in front of at Wembley Arena or something?
Yeah, but that's what it was just like in my front room playing Guitar Hero back in the. I haven't played Guitar Hero since we got
your front room, Wembley Stadium.
Since we got rid of the PlayStation 3.
I've been in your back garden. It's not that big. It's not that big, Paul. It's probably about the same size as my back garden.
I kind of miss things like Guitar Hero and that.
Me too, actually. Yeah. And you had the drum kit, didn't you?
Yeah.
I never played that.
Well, it was a Beatles Rock Band set.
I had the Beatles Rock Band, but just the game because I had the Guitar Hero guitar.
Yeah.
So I got Beatles Rock Band to play on that.
Yeah. No, we got the Beatles Rock Band set with the drums.
Yeah.
And we eventually got the keytar.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, Kath loves that's my good wife, Kath. Loves.
What is she today?
Loves a gadget. Worth mentioning actually. So, Kath, my wife, is not very far away from us in Sefton Park today, doing running her very first 5K run as part of the Race for Life.
Oh, lovely.
So I don't know whether she's.
My sister's done that at Sefton Park before. Yeah.
I don't know whether she's catching this or not. But good luck to Kath and to everybody else who are doing the Race for Life, running for a very good cause there.
By the way,
So, Threads.
I haven't signed us up for Threads yet.
I'm on Threads. Are you on Threads?
Have you got like bandages over your face and stuff?
Yeah.
Are you a traffic warden?
That was an interesting day where suddenly everybody was referring to this BBC television drama play
about Armageddon
that they made me watch at school.
They made you watch it at school?
They made me watch it at school in an English lesson, and it freaked me the hell out.
What was the English you were supposed to learn from that? My face hurts.
Yeah. I'm melting because
that's the Wizard of Oz,
because of the nuclear war. Seriously, I've never rewatched it because I found that. This was like the late 80s, so obviously it was the height of the Cold War.
Yeah,
and nuclear war was an actual possibility, so it's like something that you could actually be really scared about. And I've just never watched it. I found that scarier than, I don't know, Alien or Ghost.
Come on now. Ghostwatch, right. So anyone who knows the show knows we have friend of the channel, your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete.
Yes.
And Uncle Pete put a video out recently of top 10 scary movies that he's never going to watch again. He's seen them once, doesn't need to see them again. For example, like Irreversible, the Gaspar Noé movie. Don't watch it if you've not seen it. If you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
Are these top 10 he's not going to watch because they're rubbish, or top 10 because
he's seen them? He doesn't need to see them again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not because they're rubbish, just because they've affected him so much that he doesn't need to see them again.
Oh, okay.
And one of the things that he put on there was Ghostwatch.
Oh wow! So we have a police officer and
some
the
Imperials,
including a very short Darth Vader.
Well, is that not? Oh yes, there's Darth Vader. I couldn't see. But yeah, so Ghostwatch was on that, and I'm thinking, Ghostwatch isn't that scary that you'll be like, nope, not watching that again. Too scary for me.
Wow. Yeah. Given what Uncle Pete does on
he's covering the
podcast.
Hatchet movies on his channel this week.
and Ghostwatch. The thing is, for him, because he's from the States, a lot of the people in it won't have the same context.
Craig Charles will be the only one that he'll probably recognize.
He won't have the same context because he won't know who Sarah Green or Mike Smith or for that matter Michael Parkinson was.
I don't know. People might know Parkinson because he's interviewed a lot of famous people.
Yeah.
But I mean, Craig Charles will be the only one that he's going to know
from
Red
Dwarf.
Yeah,
but Oh, that's weird.
It is.
That is so weird.
I can hear the Imperial March.
I can hear
now.
the Imperial March now. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a fun day.
It is going to be a fun day here at Aintree Con.
Yeah, and but for anyone who doesn't actually get the concept from what we're saying at Aintree Con, we are at Aintree Racecourse, world famous Aintree Racecourse. Where they do the Grand National.
We are at the Grand National of Comic-Cons.
Yes. Yeah. You can only get an Aintree Con at Aintree. Sorry, I wish you could see the subway.
Yeah, it is kind of a shame
brilliant.
that we don't have two cameras so that we could flick to what you can see us as well.
I could if I put my phone through StreamYard. Because
actually,
I can do that.
Can
but I'm
maybe
later.
With it.
Maybe later.
Maybe
yeah.
I mean, we'll
turn that into a stand.
We're going to do a little walk around later, and we'll take a bit of video that we'll be
actually on the con floor proper.
And we're kind of crossing our fingers and hoping that we might be able to attract some people to come and have a chat with us as well.
Was saying
before. John was saying that earlier.
Yeah. So we're going to have some fun for you anyway. Hello, and we are the 50-Foot Nerds. We're back broadcasting live from Aintree ComicCon. Hopefully you heard the little sounder that we have there. I don't know.
Let's see if the technology works.
Yes.
It's 10:30.
And it is.
Things are really starting to get busy here.
Yeah, as you can see on our second camera that we've got.
Whoa, we have technology.
Technology.
Wow, there are actual people here.
I know. I'm pointing that way. It's going that way. It's because the screen's mirrored. Don't worry about it.
I mean, let me just show you what we can see. So over here we have some of
we have people waving.
Exhibitors.
We have people waving.
Hello. And then if we go over here, this is where there are all our signers getting our guests signing.
Yes.
Very busy over there.
Indeed, as you can
imagine.
See,
lots of people in cosplay. Captain America and Black Widow there. Hello.
So hello, you're on Facebook. We're streaming live.
You are live for the world.
Yes. But yeah, so we are here, as I say, at Aintree Con. We've had a bit of a mooch about, and we decided to come back and report upon what we've seen.
Some of the sights and sounds of Aintree Comic-Con. I mean, we're gonna take you guys out and about a little bit later and show you some of the things that you can see there.
Yes.
So what have we seen? We've seen. We've seen the Jurassic Park Jeep.
We have Jeep 18 from the gas power Jeep, not the Explorers, because there is a difference. But the gas power Jeeps from Jurassic Park, the original. We've then seen a Lightning McQueen. We've seen
a very pervy Megatron.
Again, remember where we are, Paul. But Megatron was interesting, shall we say? We got more photos. Hello. We've.
And I can see some friends from a rival podcast as well. It's our friends from NerdOD. Hi guys. Hello.
I haven't got another microphone. I should have another microphone in, shouldn't I? But...
Here we go. So some people who know me on social media may recall that I've done Comic-Con Sings with these guys.
Oh, yeah.
And Internet Sings. It's been a while since I've seen you guys because I've not been able to get
from the
to Telford and that.
Oh, of course he's the showstopper. You met this guy. Get him on karaoke sometime. You won't be able to get him off.
Well,
that's what we did for your 40th, wasn't it?
Yeah,
karaoke,
we did. We did. Well, it's next year.
I know.
We are recording here all day.
Not just recording, we're streaming live.
We're streaming.
We have the technology.
You are live on the internet, so you are now assisting a rival podcast at this precise moment.
Dun.
Yes.
No. I haven't signed up for Threads yet, but I'll get us there. Facebook and YouTube. That's where we are right now. Yes. So. Okay.
Oh yeah, we will do a thing later together. Yeah, defo.
Got all kinds. Yeah.
It's good to see you guys.
No worries. See you later. Okay.
See, anything can happen at Comic-Con.
Indeed, it can.
I mean, some of the cosplayers, the Dragon Order are here.
They are.
And
that was interesting. I just turned around and Paul's just chatting to a Skeksis.
Yeah, well, it's a mate of mine, Grum Foss, who has done a number of cosplay. He does a really good Witch King of Ankmar from the Lord of the Rings and stuff like that.
Hello.
No,
we're all over the shop today, aren't we?
Yeah. Sorry.
I said we're all over the shop today.
We're all over the shop.
We're recording. People are recording us. It's kicking off.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Batman's here to protect us.
It's Batman.
It's Batman.
It's Batman. Yeah. Oh, what else? Yes, please.
Yeah, I've got hundreds of them. So take them.
We've got loads of them. So please do. We're giving out business cards to Batman. We're going to be.
That's not a sentence I expected to say today.
It's going into his utility belt.
Paranormal investigation, Batman.
Yeah.
Ah, right. So,
awesome.
Your type of Batman is a Dan. Yes. There we go.
Scary Batman. Aren't they all?
Yeah.
Well,
that's the point.
Yeah.
Batman, he doesn't dress like that because it's fun. He dresses it to scare, put fear into the heart of men.
Yeah.
And bat crash through his window, Paul. You know this story.
Criminals are a cowardly and superstitious lot.
Yes, exactly. We read comics.
What else have we seen?
So you saw your magazine.
We had our photos taken with Luke Skywalker's land speeder.
We did. We also found out what happens when Chewbacca, Bumblebee, and the Predator walk into a bar.
Ow!
that was the first live show at the Geek and Treat, Paul.
I know.
Sean Connery walks into a bar.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
What else have we seen?
There are
lots of stormtroopers.
There are more stormtroopers here than you can shake a stick at.
Yep.
A gaffy stick at.
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie too many times. I know that.
Wookiees, Imperials, X-wing pilots.
Yeah. There's Mario knocking about somewhere.
Yes. I just love going to things like this. And
there's an old man Luke over there.
Yeah. That is that? Yeah.
It's an old man Luke.
That's an old man.
That's an exile Luke.
Yeah. Yes. I just love going to things like this and seeing people enjoying being part of their tribe, basically.
Yeah.
And showing off their love of their tribe.
Geekdom's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good to be a geek. Except when you're cramping your leg because your table's too close to the bar behind you. But it's fine. It's fine. We struggle on. It's our lot in life.
We suffer for our art.
Yes. But yeah, no. What I'm trying to think of what else we've seen tons. If you want to buy Funko Pops,
there's a Dalek over there.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say there's a TARDIS over there, but
Billy Butler. We saw Billy Butler.
Yes, we saw
Liverpool
Billy Butler.
radio legend Billy Butler is here.
He's recording live. He's performing live from their
Liverpool Live Radio.
Liverpool Live Radio.
Outside.
They're not on the radio. They're on the internet and digital.
Yeah, whatever.
And
it's the
stuff.
same thing. It's radio, Paul.
Yeah,
it's all radio.
Yeah. And they've got their portable studio outside. So yeah, we're
lovely sun on the racecourse.
Yeah.
We
was expecting the weather to be terrible.
Oh, my sister's in the chat.
Oh, hello, Leanne.
Hello.
So we have an audience of one.
It's all right. So I'm sure there's more people again. So because I typed something, it messed with the signal. So I'm not going to reply back in the chat.
Yeah, because it replies back on Facebook and YouTube.
Twitter and not Twitter. No, not Twitter. It's not scheduled for Twitter. Threads. No. Go to Threads. We haven't set it up there, but yeah, we'll get it done.
Technology.
But yes. Because this computer's rubbish. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, it's doing the job.
I know, but anyway, hello, Leanne. Hello, anyone else who's watching live on Facebook or YouTube.
Let's face it, we are managing to do with this setup what Billy Butler is doing outside with a £2 million
I prefer to be sat in the truck, I'll be honest with you, but this will do.
Yeah, this will do. This does the job.
We've got our desk, we've got our business cards.
Video. He's not on video.
That's sure. Yeah, that's true. But so anyone who's seeing this on the Facebook and is coming to the con who isn't already here, or if you are already here, what are you doing watching Facebook? But come and say hi. We're on the second floor. If you see us out and about, then come and say hello. Paul's the one wearing the Ramon shirt because, Paul Ramon. I'm wearing Last Amityville because that's a movie that I'm in.
Have you been in a movie?
I have been in a movie, yes.
What is this movie you have been?
It is called
nothing about this.
I know, it's crazy. I keep it quiet. It's the Last Amityville movie, directed by a friend of mine, Josh Spiegel.
The Last Amityville movie?
Yes, because there are 50 movies with Amityville in the title because you can't copyright a location name. And so Josh has decided to put an end to this nonsense once and for all and create the Last Amityville movie. Hello.
Sorry, there we go.
Sometimes you just look up and you see something you don't expect to see.
Yeah,
I like
it's just a little bit random, and they're waving at you, so it's like, oh, that's
and jazz hands as well.
Weird stuff happens at Comic-Con.
Indeed,
what happens at Comic-Con stays at Comic-Con.
Apart from when it doesn't. Oh yeah, there's people doing VR over there.
Yeah,
kid doing an Oculus thing or whatever it's called. Yeah,
there's like a VR dome over there.
Yeah, there's all kinds. It's a good day. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a good day. I'm having fun. Is that the cloister bell?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh no, danger, danger.
I was saying before, there's a TARDIS over there, but
there is.
You know, the windows are just not the right size.
No, never are.
No,
but there's
the chameleon circuit has obviously malfunctioned.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the effort that people have put into these props and costumes and everything.
Some of these.
I mean we just saw downstairs. We saw like life-size K2SO, the Emperor, Darth Maul. They're just chilling out as soon as you enter that door.
Busts of, well, funnily enough, people who are also really here and
yes,
signing.
That's very true, yes.
That's just bizarre.
There's all kinds of...
the cosplayers, you know...
Salacious Grum.
So...
That's my line.
What is it about you and Salacious Grum?
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love him. He's just a little monkey dude. I love him. I know there is a specific species name that I'm blanking on right now.
Yeah, no, I can never. But that was the thing about growing up with Star Wars.
Yes,
and all these little characters.
They're just ingrained in your memory now.
And they had their names.
Yeah.
Because, and you know, whether they were mentioned in the show
Salacious
or not.
Grum's name is never mentioned on screen. No one ever says, "Is Jabba and Salacious?" Yeah.
You know we have one of the Jabba puppeteers here today.
We do indeed.
Toby Phil Pop.
Yeah. There's you can see the effort that people have put into making these things, and it's, you know, I applaud it. Obviously, it's good times. It's good times. I'm really enjoying the day so far.
Everybody's really welcoming.
And you know, general admission only started 40 minutes ago. So what's going to happen for the rest of the day?
I know.
We've still got another 5 and a bit hours of this.
Yeah, we've got a lot of time to fill, and we're going to be talking a lot of stuff.
Yes, yes, PG.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's that's another cosplay we saw before. Is Indiana Jones and Salah.
Yes,
I spotted them. That's it. We've got a Mandalorian walking up right now.
Yeah, an actual Mando as opposed to just a generic Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's
a Din Djarin,
yes,
to be specific.
Okay, if you want to be accurate and precise about things, Paul.
Yeah, me being accurate and precise about things, that's unheard of.
I know, it's almost as if that's what not nerds are meant to do. But yeah. Can you believe I've not done one impression yet today?
Have you not?
I'm holding them in.
I mean, given that we walked past the Terminator before.
I know, yes. We did see Terminator UK.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, as I say, it's good times. It is really good times. I'm having a ball. I'm having a ball. What are you looking forward to doing?
To be fair, what I'm most looking forward to is spending the day with my best mate.
Lovely. Correct answer.
And just doing what we do, riffing on you know, pop culture and having a bit of fun with the other people who are here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, later I'm going to get to do, you know, sort of my other string to the bow, an actual bit of interviewing.
We've got some plans for later. Just keep sticking around. We will inform you. We're going to have at least a couple of guests popping in.
Who could that be? Yeah, just generally enjoy. I mean, if you've never been to a Comic-Con.
This is a great starter con.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You never want to start with just go straight to an MCM or San Diego or something like that. Don't do that. It's too big. It's too overwhelming.
No,
Don't do it.
You know, it gives you a flavor. You know, you've got your stalls selling.
Yep.
You've got your cosplayers cosplaying.
Yep.
You've got your guests signing.
Yeah.
And you can get out of it what you need to without feeling overwhelmed. And
it's not going to break the bank either. You know, tickets for today, I think it was like, what, 10 quid? General admission on the door or something like that. It's you know, it's nothing.
And it's a welcoming environment. It's a family environment. There are kids. There are whole families here.
That's the thing. If you're coming to a Comic-Con, you're a geek. Everyone else is a geek. You're going to get on with everyone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you know, it doesn't matter what your jam is.
Yeah.
You will find it.
Exactly.
So whether it's Star Wars, whether it's Doctor Who, whether it's anime, whether it's you know, Hollywood movies, Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
If you want to have a go at playing computer games in VR.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to get a few photos with,
if you want to go and see a local radio legend,
yes,
yeah, you know,
Mrs. Butler's.
Which I need to get a photo with him later because my mum will kill me if I don't.
Yeah, Billy Butler.
My mum introduced me to Hold Your Plums, which is it sounds odd out of context, but it was a radio show.
They used to do a show on BBC One.
Yes,
and I can't remember what it was called. It was on like, I don't know. It was like 6:30, 7 o'clock on BBC One during the week.
Yes, and
they would just answer questions that people would send in, and Billy was one of the presenters. That's where I remember first seeing Billy Butler.
Okay.
No, because I obviously at that time I didn't live on Merseyside. So
yeah, true. Yeah, well, I grew up listening to Radio Merseyside or Magic or whatever radio station he was on at then. But Billy and Wally doing Hold Your Plums, which is basically them doing like a quiz show with stupid questions, and the guests, the contestants, never knew the answers to any of the questions, even though they were dead easy. So it'd be like in the nursery rhyme, "Hey diddle diddle, what did the cat have?"
The fiddle?
Yes, but they would be like, "Oh, don't know." And they go, "Okay, so imagine it's a bow. What you play the bow with?" You know, yeah, they do all that, and the people just didn't know the answers. And then eventually, when they did know the answers, then they would play basically like an electronic slot machine. So we say, "Okay, what's the first one?" I go, "It's a lemon." And the next one, "Okay, what's that one?" "It's a lemon." "Oh, you're gonna do it?" "It's a cherry." "Oh, you've lost." You know, they do that, and it'd be like it's a plum. "It's a plum. Hold your plums." That's where the title just came. That was this weird, horrible electronic voice, and going, "It's a lemon." And that's ingrained in my brain. And I used to literally
it explains a lot.
They sold compilations of this on like CD.
Really?
My dad used to listen to it in the car. Compilations of radio game shows.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
This must be the sort of thing you can find on the internet.
Oh,
now.
I'm sure you can. Yeah, just have a look after we're
It's
done.
all out there on the internet.
Everything's on the internet if you look hard enough.
Yes. Now there are loads of people who are immediately scurrying to the dark web for Billy Butler recordings.
I just love those people who are going to hurry to Google to type in "Hold Your Plums." You know,
delete your search history afterwards.
Yeah, go and see browser mode first.
Hang on, I thought we were keeping this clean.
Well, it's a radio show, Paul. I didn't say anything untoward. But yeah, no, that's what I grew up with, was listening to that. So it's great. So yes, I have Billy is fantastic. But yeah, I mean, there's literally like anything you can think of to buy, it's here.
Yeah.
If it's comics, if it's pops, if it's books, if it's manga, if it's helmets. There's a Wolverine mask helmet thing downstairs. That's awesome, but it's also 150 quid. So I ain't buying it.
Yeah, you can get decapitated Wookiees.
Yeah.
It's just
candy floss.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, if I was a person who had money, I would break the bank. But I have no money, so I'm not really buying anything.
So the banks are safe.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of money because I sold some stuff to Kev at Manic Miners in Warrington recently.
Plug.
So, yes, hi Kev. Yeah, so I've got a little bit of money for spends today. Should anything catch my eye? If not, I'll go on Lego later. But
you and your Lego.
I love Lego.
Who doesn't love Lego?
I know. Well, I got him. It was my birthday recently. I got a Hulkbuster. Lego.
Oh right, yeah.
Off Danny, yeah. So from the Battle of Wakanda in Infinity War. Yes. So, but they do some lovely Legos. They do some lovely Lego dioramas now. I don't know, Lego Star Wars dioramas. So in Mandalorian season 2, when Luke destroys all the Dark Troopers in the hallway.
Oh yeah.
You can get that as a Lego diorama.
Oh, nice.
You know the trash compactor from New Hope. You can get that as a diorama, and you can push the walls in at the sides.
Isn't that just basically some walls and then drop a ton of
you do
loose
have to
Lego bits
pretty
into
much,
the middle.
But the walls can move, so you can push them, bring them in like that. And then there's what's the other one?
You go to
the trench, obviously.
You go to the
trench.
Lego shop in like Liverpool or wherever, and you look in the window, and they always have the premium expensive thing that's
the Titanic's
like
in the window.
£500.
Titanic is 659. No, sorry, 759.
Good
I do believe.
Grief,
Yeah.
and it's like 10,000 pieces.
Well, I got an
it is.
Oxford Titanic. Oxford is like a knockoff brand Lego. I got an Oxford special edition Titanic. Best part 10 years ago now for £30, and it's about. I mean, this you can't see this on the camera, obviously, but it's probably about like a good 2-3 foot long.
Yeah.
And that cost me £30. And it's beautiful. It sits on top of a bookcase in my mum and dad's house.
Thing is, I remember growing up with when Lego was just a kid's toy.
Yeah.
I had space 80s spaceman Lego.
I had Lego figures before minifigures. I'm talking about these were guys who just heads. They look like actual people heads. They weren't like minifigure heads. They were like round proper heads with hair and everything built in. But they were just on like bodies with square bases, so you would plug them into the pegs. Lego things.
I used to have a Lego town that lived under my bed because I didn't have a massive bedroom.
Yeah, I had a train set like that.
This was before I moved up north,
He was 28. Don't know why I'm laughing. I'm 39. I've got loads of Lego in my office. So
where was I? So it's like half the space was taken up with Lego town stuff. So I had roadways and buildings and stuff. Yeah. And then the other half was taken up with Lego space stuff. So I had the baseboards with the crater on it.
Yeah. They go for good money then. Those original bases now, yeah.
I'm pretty sure my parents still have them, and my nephews play with them now.
Oh, nice. That's the thing is with Lego, is if you're gonna have it, I'd rather you play with it or display it or something like that, as opposed to just going, well, I'm gonna keep that and put it in a cupboard so I can sell it in 10 years. Because a lot of people do that. A lot of people buy like the big sets and keep them. I'm on a Lego group on Facebook, and it annoys me when someone says, here's my Lego storage cupboard at the moment, and they've got like 5 or 6 of like the Simpsons house, which is a retired set, and they're just keeping them so they can sell them later for a lot of money. And I understand why people do that. I understand that they buy Lego to sell it so they can buy more Lego. But if you're only going to buy that more Lego and keep it in a cupboard, then what's the point? I don't get it. If you're going to buy Lego, build it.
I do have one Lego thing.
Go on.
It's
Hey, Geek Retreats. Hey, Doug.
Hey,
okay, Geek Retreat Warrington.
Yay.
Hey.
It's sat in front of our telly in the front room.
Oh yeah.
And I got it for my wedding as a wedding anniversary present for Kath a couple of years back. Because whenever your wedding anniversary comes around, you look at so what is it this year?
Paper,
is it
tin, and all that.
Diamond, silver, whatever. Yeah. And
Goosh!
keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Keep it clean, oh God, you're not even here.
But there is also a geek version, a geek list.
Yes, I remember.
And one year it said Lego.
You remember you telling me about this?
So what I did was I got us a Lego wedding.
Nice.
So it's like a little archway, and there's a wedding cake and a bride and a groom.
Yeah.
And so it's like me and Kath on our wedding day
awesome.
in Lego, and it's
at the Lego shop.
It's a flipping dust trap is what it is.
Yes, it is. But if you go to the Lego shop, they have a create a minifigure thing in there. It's like 10 quid for one minifigure, but you can customize it to look exactly like yourself. You can if you've got a photo, you can upload it from your phone of like your own. Like I could put my Amityville t-shirt onto a minifigure. Yeah, you can do that kind of thing. It's great. It's expensive.
The one thing I regret I didn't do while I was in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So we went to the Funko shop.
Yes.
Which is just great to have.
He's been to the Funko shop in LA. Yeah.
Yeah. But they do a thing where you can customize a Funko.
Yeah.
So you can basically.
You talked about doing that for me years ago. I think it was when we first Christmas together or something, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah,
you basically play on a machine and can make yourself as a Funko Pop.
Well, they do sell Funko. I don't know if they still do, but I know they used to sell completely blank Funkos, so you could customize them yourself and like build them up. And
I mean, there's a whole industry of customized Funkos
obviously,
for things that have not been officially done.
I saw a video on Facebook the other day. They took like a big high scale figure of Hulk. From, I forget which one now, and then they chopped it up and they put modeling clay on and painted it, and they turned it into the version of Juggernaut from Deadpool 2. So he's got the yellow jumpsuit on and the metal helmet and all that. Yeah, it's awesome.
There are some very, very talented people out there.
I couldn't even begin to imagine how you'd start
I cannot draw. I cannot sculpt. All I can do is talk, which is why we do this.
Yes.
This is
hence
our
podcast.
This is our creativity.
Yes. Well, we can do a bit of acting as well.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit. Yeah. I've got 2 weeks to get this script down.
Yeah. So what is this play that you're doing?
Oh, it's just 2 nights in. It's like Heswall. Oh hell,
somewhere.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
I just need to know the name of the play, Paul. I'm just trying to give it a bit of a plug for you.
Yeah, no, it's right. So it's the Wool Gatherers on the Wirral. So look those up. The Wool Gatherers. We're doing a double bill of 1-act comedy plays, set in a village called Little Grimley. So the first play is called Last Tango in Little Grimley, and then the one I'm in. So it's 2 different casts playing the same characters on one night.
Right. Okay.
And we're doing the Lockdown in Little Grimley play, which is the Little Grimley amateur players getting together to prepare for their triumphant return following COVID.
Right.
It's only 45. It's a bit of a stress at the moment. It's like compared to the show that I just did, Weird Sisters.
Microphone up to your mouth.
Yeah.
People can't hear you.
It's like I wasn't in Weird Sisters was a full 2-hour play.
Yeah.
And I wasn't in like every scene. Little Grimley is like 45 minutes long, but I've got to learn more for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've got like 2 weeks to learn. Yeah. Little bits are going
I hate doing plays when I'm the first person on stage, because I've done that several times now. I hate it.
Thankfully I'm not. But
because if you mess up your line, you're knackered.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I am the last person on stage though.
I've done that a few times as well.
I get to be the I get to be the end of the play,
the curtain closer.
Yeah. But no, it's a very funny show.
Well, if you're in Heswall, check it out.
Yeah, Mark, who is directing it, he was in Weird Sisters with me. He does want to come along and do the podcast with us at some point. So
more than welcome.
Yeah, I said he's.
That's the thing with the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds. We're always ready to podcast. You want to talk to us, we'll talk to you. Simple as that.
Yeah, and if you want to see us, we don't have to talk to each other.
Yeah. And if you want to see us do this live, like properly, we're like at a regular show, then you can come and see us at Geek Retreat Warrington. First Saturday of every month. Next show will be on the 5th of August at Geek Retreat Warrington. As I say, it's right next to the bus station. It's underneath the train station. So there's no excuse for being able to get to Warrington.
No, it's very easy to find. And we fully support Doug and what he does at Geek Retreat in Warrington.
I love it. I love it. Great food, great atmosphere, great folks, great games.
Yeah,
and you've got us as well, so even better.
Yeah, we are a bonus. We are the cherry on top of the cake that is Geek Retreat Warrington.
I'm sure Doug's made up with that. He's like, okay, yeah. Not like him running like the kids' Pokemon clubs on a Saturday morning, right?
Oh no, that's just the I was going to say that. I was going to mix my metaphors. That's the meat of the cake.
Okay. I've just spotted the thing from Moon Knight. What's his name? Conchu. Conchu's here.
Conchu's in the house. I did see in the house. I did see Joker and Harley before.
I didn't see them.
And there's what John Hurt's character from Alien over there.
Oh God.
It's not
not Ash. No, that's the robot.
That's the robot. Yeah.
Dallas is the captain.
Yeah.
What's John Hurt's character's name? You're the one who can use your phone one. We've got to check this. It's the rules.
Keep talking.
It's the rules. Whenever our knowledge fails us,
which is often.
What is his name?
Hang on.
You got Lambert. You've got Ripley. You've got Ash. You've got Dallas. You've got. Oh my God! Oh, there's your Holly and your Joker there.
Alien film. There we go.
There we go.
John Hurt.
Check this.
Hang on.
Oh, you just could have done the IMDb, Paul. Could have just made it easy on yourself.
Tom Skerritt as Dallas.
Tom Skerritt, yes.
Yeah. Harry Dean Stanton as Brett. John Hurt as Kane.
Yes, there we go. That's gotta be Kane.
Kane.
Yeah. There we go. We got there in the end.
I'm John Hurt.
We do have encyclopedic knowledge, but sometimes it takes time to get through the encyclopedia, and it's quicker to Google.
Well, we have encyclopedic knowledge about certain things, and then we have
knowledge about everything.
Some knowledge about other things, and for the rest of the time, we've got the internet. That's the thing.
To be fair, we're not as encyclopedic as some people. Like our friend Toby can tell you who played third Dalek from the left in, Destiny of the Daleks.
Hello, Toby.
But
Volume 3.
Yeah.
Running Through Corridors, Volume 3. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just on Toby, to be fair. Yeah, but anyway.
Rob. I think the internet has kind of spoiled us.
Yeah,
because
I
remember
when we were kids, we had to hunt for this knowledge. We had to learn it,
and we had to memorize.
Yeah,
it. I remember when I used to be able to reel off.
When I was a kid, you used to get most of you geeked them from the back of an action figure.
Star Wars and Doctor Who and that. And now, because we don't have to memorize it, we don't. We just say, it's like you're sitting there watching a movie, and it's like, oh, that's Thing.
Yeah.
From what's it?
I learned that the owner of the cantina from Star Wars, I learned that his name was Chalman from the back of an action figure pack.
It is true.
That is his name. Yes.
Yeah.
That guy goes, "Hey, you're droids. Take them outside." Whatever.
We don't serve his kind round here.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Not B. Arthur.
I still need to watch that.
You never see?
I've still not watched the holiday special. It is sat there in my watch list on YouTube.
Unbelievable.
I do need to get ready.
Some of us have got that on DVD, Paul. Some of us don't watch it on DVD, but we've got
it. We in no way, shape, or form suggest that pirate DVDs are a good thing.
To be fair, DVDs aren't really a thing anymore. Hey, vinyl's coming back, so you never know. But the day that it turns up on Disney Plus unannounced, could you imagine? I mean, like Incredible Hulk just turned up on there unannounced, apropos of nothing. So can you imagine that George Lucas one day just goes, maybe just put that on Disney Plus.
I just need to have a little bitch about Disney Plus for a second. Right, so they make a big deal about, we're getting all the Indiana Jones stuff. And I'm going, yes, I'm so excited because I'm finally going to get to watch the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Paul, get a VPN. It's on Disney Plus America.
Yeah, I know.
Not that I've used a VPN to watch stuff from Disney Plus America,
look,
but I have.
Hang on.
Hello.
Look. Yeah, we've been joined by a Wookiee.
Hello.
I don't care what you can smell.
I love it.
It can only happen.
Only at a ComicCon.
Only happen at a ComicCon.
Yes. Well, it is. Thanks for dropping by. It was a quick rush this morning. I had to, have a very quick shower. So, and I do sweat from the moment I open my eyes. So,
We're just watching a Wookiee being given a twit. but by David Stone, who was in Star Wars.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, ComicCon's great.
Hey, got both. And now Khonshu's come to.
Oh, it's the battle of the big boys now. Oh, look at it. Hey.
Oh.
Hey, there we go.
ComicCon, the only place where you can see Chewbacca and Khonshu hugging.
Bring it, okay.
Oh,
come on. If I can stand up, I'm trapped behind the desk.
Get in there, Mike.
Hey, come here.
Oh, okay. So it's Attack of the 150-foot nerd.
50-foot nerd, singular. Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh God, I love it.
Look at this.
Oh, I love it.
But
Calm down.
Oh God, I love ComicCon. It's the best.
So, tell the people what we got up to while we were away. Who did we go and see?
So we went outside and we went to go and see Mrs. Butler's eldest, didn't we?
We did. Mr. Billy Butler, the legend of Merseyside radio himself.
We were talking about him before. We were talking about I Hold Your Plums and whatever. And such a nice guy. Gave us a little shout out on the radio, didn't he? Gave me a lovely little CD of Hold Your Plums. So, so thanks, Bill.
And track 7 is Kate Fass and Batman.
Oh, there you go. That's relevant to today.
That's relevant to us.
Relevant. There we go.
It's always nice to feel relevant.
It certainly is in this game.
Hang on.
Oh, hello.
Hello. It's Kevin and Perry.
Kevin and Perry have come to say hello. Hello. I'm very good. Do you want to say hi to the people?
Hello. We are having it large, haven't we, Perry?
Hello, everyone. All right?
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely rinsing.
Yeah, it's going to be banging, isn't it?
Yeah. All we want to do is do it. All we want to do is do it. All we want to do is do it. Big L, big L. Have it large at ComicCon.
And what are you guys most looking forward to, Kevin and Perry?
Oh, we're going to arrive at my misbehave.
Yeah, lots of cheeky girls.
Oh, but Perry is very disappointed because he cannot find any jam sandwiches.
I can't find Mrs. Patterson. She makes the best jam sandwiches. She's a cheeky girl.
Me too, to be fair.
Yeah, I think they should have jam sandwiches.
There we go. More jam sandwiches at ComicCon. That is required by the people.
Yeah?
Kevin and Perry say it so. So let's get downstairs, go to that snack bar and get them to do some jam sandwiches.
Jam sandwiches. Having it large with Kevin and Perry.
I'm sure we'll see you again later. All right, okay. Take it easy. It always does. Once I'm off, I don't stop. Oh, God. It's on the Red Bull. I was on Monster this morning. It was a very early start this morning.
It's very romantic.
That's the missus.
Hello, cheeky girl.
I wouldn't think this would be job, would you?
I do have a lovely lady, and she's at Sefton Park today running the Race for Life. Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, running a 5K.
Showing off now.
Anything can happen at ComicCon.
It certainly can. Anything when you drink a Monster, I know that much. Monster and Red Bull together? Oh, God, that's a combination.
One after the other, isn't it?
One after the other. Okay. I thought you were going to do some kind of like Jaeger bomb, but with Red Bull into Monster. There we go. You'll be having it large with that. I know that much. Mix and match. Love it. All right. Let's see you later. Okay.
See you later, guys.
See you later. Okay. Grab one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, take a card.
Yeah, we've got tons of them.
Yeah, they are the same.
Save one, don't worry. Take it easy. See you later. Oh, Kevin and Perry take over on the 50-foot nerds.
And I think I think I saw a Dazzler cosplay go past.
I don't know. I can't really tell what's real anymore. Oh my days.
Which one? The orange or the purple? Yeah.
Well, let's have a boogie. Go on.
Oh, hell. It's Keith Lemon has joined Keith Lemon and Kevin and Perry and the 50-foot nerds.
Yeah, well, we're all together. This is 14 like it's Wednesday. I don't like to dance like that. Let him do it.
And as if things couldn't get any more random.
Well, this is going to be an interesting version of the show.
Orange microphone, isn't it?
That's it. You can't enjoy yourself at ComicCon. You can't. Oh. Oh my days!
Live broadcasting.
Yeah.
You couldn't write it, and quite frankly, you don't want to.
When we agreed to do this Comic-Con, I never expected to be getting it large with Kevin and Perry. Oh, I love it.
You ready for this?
I don't think I was. Oh my days. Well,
I'm not sure how we follow that up
I
now.
don't know, but we've got to, because we've only been going for 8 minutes past, so we need to do some more. Oh,
what were we talking about?
I don't remember.
We were talking about Billy, and then we got interrupted by
Kevin and Perry.
Kevin and Perry.
Yes.
And we've had a little wander around and been chatting to one or two friends.
Yes, we bumped into
new friends as well.
Yes,
who we're going to be doing some stuff with later on.
Well, we never know. They may just interrupt us at any time.
Oh,
Who
well, I
knows?
wasn't necessarily talking about them. But,
Oh, okay. Other new friends. Yes,
other new friends.
Yes,
exceeding tall new friends
from galaxies far, far away.
Yeah, them.
Oh, I've got a stitch now. Oh, I've been laughing too much. Oh. Yeah, it might be from the exercise. That you're right. Yeah.
Have you ruptured something?
Oh God, yeah. Whew. I'm under investigation for high blood pressure at the moment. I think this is a bad idea.
I'm not sure the last time I saw you lose it quite that
much.
Yeah, well,
there's a reason why we call this sit down, stand up.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, if I didn't sweat before, I am now. Blimey.
What do you mean if you didn't sweat?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Whew. All right. So,
we are at Aintree ComicCon.
Yes, we certainly are. Oh, now Keith Lemon's
Keith Lemon's come back.
Back again. Oh, nice to see you at Aintree ComicCon. Do you know there was a horse here once what was called Red Rum?
Red Rum! Red Rum!
And like in the movie was like, Red Rum! Red Rum! Red Rum!
Yeah.
So that's not me. I'm not Jack Nicholson sits with a big axe tried to murder your fruit door. I'm Keith Lemon XXL. A bigger fat Keith Lemon. But body positive Keith Lemons is more important than being Keith Lemon. Anyway, you have a lovely day at Aintree Comic-Con. Come on next year because I think they're coming back again. And if the Terminator comes to see you later, he will say, hello, I'm back. Don't tell him that.
Well, if the Terminator comes, the 50-foot nerds, we do have our celebrity friends, and Arnie does drop down from time to time to tell us that it's very nice to see us doing the show. You know, yes, getting to trappers.
Do you know who I am? I'm actually Britain's Got Talent semi-finalist. Joanna Dento sounded like the Arnold Schwarzenegger, the one and only Terminator, but we're all clones inside. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'm David Dickinson. I'll buy this show for £50. See you later.
See you later.
So that was a nice little interlude from Keith Lemon XXL, and we will. Oh, General Grievous has turned up. Oh, nice. Blimey. Well, yes, General Grievous there from the head of the droid army has popped up. So I was a little bit thrown there because, as you all know, I am a staunch rebel through and through. You know, I'm there getting me medallion. Chewbacca doesn't get one. It's the rules. But yeah, so that's what's happening right now. Anyway, if you were here at ComicCon, you would have indeed see General Gears. Hello.
We have a celebrity guest. It's George Coppen.
Hello, guys. Hope you're all well. How are we doing?
Really good. Yeah. What? Yeah. So, George Coppen, one of the signing guests here at Aintree ComicCon, you have been in Willow recently.
Yes, yeah, I've done a number of things, including the TV series of Willow, which came out on Disney Plus last year.
And then disappeared.
Yeah, and then was removed by
somewhat.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was crap, so it's fine. Yeah, literally, me and my dad watched the first 2 episodes, saw what I seen, and went, right, we're happy, we've seen us. Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's like, we've seen, we watched the first 2 episodes, we looked at each other and went, nothing's happened. Literally, I think one thing happened in 2 episodes. Like, this is crap. It's like, we're not going to bother. Yeah, but the better stuff that I've done is on Netflix, which I've kept, which is a film called The School for Good and Evil.
Yeah, my wife has recommended that to me.
Yeah, it's a good film, and there's a bit when the little Cupid pops up, and that's me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. It's what being clean shaven and 3 hours of prosthetics did to you. Yeah. But one thing I've just done that just came out was The Witcher season 3, which I appear in. Yeah, episode 3, which I didn't say anything. Well, 1, because I legally wasn't allowed, and 2, I've done these jobs and then you don't ever appear in it. You go, yeah, I am in it. Like, where? Like, I didn't say anything. Yeah, and then so when it came out, I thought I'll just give it a quick watch the scene. I thought, oh, I'm there. Oh, I'm there again. There I am again. Yes. I'm amazed and being able to get some great photos that I'm going to bring to future Comic-Cons to hopefully sign soon. Yeah.
Do you do a lot of these shows?
Yeah. We're quite busy, and I love the Comic-Con anyway because I'm a big nerd anyway. So I love.
Oh, what's your jam then?
Oh, Doctor Who for me.
Oh,
yeah.
You're speaking to the right people.
Yeah.
I used to run the Merseyside local group of Doctor Who fans, so
Nice.
I've interviewed so many people on stage at conventions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I tend to get roped in by local and national media to if they need somebody to talk about Doctor Who basically. So but so are you at your agent to get you in?
I keep begging my agent because that's the dream job. But like I always say, there's 3 dream jobs I want. One is Doctor Who, as I said. The other one is Star Wars, but my own character. I've worked on Star Wars, but it's been for stand-in for people, so I've not had my own character. And the third, that would be the dream, But the third show, and everyone says I'm lying, but I'm absolutely honest. I would love to go on I'm a Celebrity. Absolutely love that show, and I watch it every year. Going, I want to do that trial.
You can just buy your own maggots if you want to.
Yeah, last time I did that, Dad had a go at me for digging up the garden.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, with your dad having been in the originals, in Return of the Jedi, you've basically grown up on it, haven't you?
Pretty much, yeah. Like people always say, is it like having a dad as an Ewok? It's like that's all I know. I'm just used to it, and I'm growing up around my dad, around his friends who are actors, like Harry Potter and Star Wars and stuff. So I was like, it's normal for me. So when I left school, I had all right, GCSEs, nothing to shout about. And I thought, it's all, I'll go into the acting, and just did my first few jobs. I thought, this is what I want to do. It's great. The only bad bit, the only bad thing about the acting bug is, and thankfully everyone I've spoken to said this, is the consistency.
Yes.
Yeah. This year has been absolute crap for work. Not just me, my dad said it, Spencer said it to me, everyone I spoke to said, I don't know why, but this year's just completely dried up. Yeah, I think I've done only 1 job this year, and that was back in about March, April time. It's the only work.
This film, I'm only in that because we make rotate for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then especially for people like us lot, even though it's not easy for us to get into acting, we have a dwarf acting agency, but it's incredibly hard for us to get those big roles. Yeah. Like for example, what Spencer gets, like Darth Vader or these creatures. For us, it's like, oh no, you're one of 30 goblins. But which one am I? I don't know. Good luck trying to find out. It's like that. But trying to get out. That's why when I did Cupid for School for Good and Evil, I really loved that job. I was treated like an actor instead of a dwarf. I was the only dwarf on set. Yeah.
I don't want to compare it to foreign things. For example, he's obviously got his signature.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And that was good fun to film because it was still in the COVID days, so it was done in Belfast. So I had to isolate for 5 days beforehand in a 5-star hotel with room service.
Oh,
I've stayed in worse places.
It's all right for some.
Yeah. Especially one lunchtime when I rang down and went, "Oh, can I just have the soup, please?" They went, "Yeah, sure." So about 20 minutes later, knock at the door, and this woman comes in with a dome and tray. And I just put it down and see a pot of chips next to it. I get a bit weird for a soup, but okay. Take the dome off. Big fat juicy steak. I'm like, "Hello." So I ring down to say, "Oh, look, there's been this mistake." They went, "Oh, are you okay with steak? Do you eat it?" I went, "Yeah, I love steak." They went, "Yeah, we'll give you that for free then." Best soup I've ever had. Yeah. Best soup I've ever had. But the first two.
Probably didn't help being surrounded by beautiful people because I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
There's no shortage of pretty going on there.
Oh, thank you. But the first 2 times I was there, did the isolation. They said, "Oh, we're really sorry. We're really behind schedule. We can't use you yet. Do you mind going home? We'll fly you back out later." I went, "Do I still get paid?" I went, "Yeah, you get paid in full." So I got paid about 3 times more than I should have, and it was bloody good pay. So I could do a few more of those jobs. Yeah, but I remember the third time I went out.
But Netflix's phone number, did you say?
Yeah. But the third time I went out, there's a massive gap. So I was starting to think, "Oh crap, they've cut me. They don't want me anymore. You know, it's been ages." And then I was just driving around Derby one day where I'm from, and this woman rang me. She went, "Oh hi, it's so and so from School for Good and Evil. I hear you're filming with us next week." I went, "Am I? That's new to me." I went, "Okay, I didn't know that." So I rang the agent. I went, "Did you know?" She went, "No." So they'd all told each other in Belfast, but they hadn't bothered to actually tell my agent and tell me.
That's funny. I'm in Derby in a couple of months for the Hooverville Doctor Who convention. Yeah. No, I like I say, I interview people on stage.
Yeah, I thought I recognised you.
Yeah. So, but if you were asked to give like one primary bit of advice to somebody getting into the industry, what would you tell them? Asking for my son.
Yeah. Well, obviously it's a lot different with being normal or average height actors to dwarf actors. Yeah, like people presume we can get them into the films. Like we did a ComicCon. Well, I say it was ComicCon. It was a fete for a friend of ours recently, and this woman came up to us, and I wanted to smack this lady. She was getting really on my nerves, and she went, "Oh, I've got a grandson. He's 7. He really wants to be an actor. So can you get him in Star Wars?" It's like, yeah, I've got Disney on speed dial up, you know. Yeah, Disney. Yeah, we've got this little lad, never done a day's acting in his life. Yeah, you want him perfect.
Pass Vicky's number on.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, do you think if we could do that, we would be getting ourselves into it? We wouldn't be at this stupid garden fete. Yeah, you know. Yeah. No, but it's like, basically the most important bit is just try and find an agent. Obviously, once you're 18 and over, it's a lot easier because obviously there's all kids work and it just gets complicated.
Our Joshua is starting at Lipper in September, and they do agency and all that sort of stuff.
One job I would absolutely tell them to do, and it's always my favourite job of the year, is panto. I love panto. Yeah. Like my dream job, if someone said to me, "Do you want to do panto all year round?" I'd bite their hand off. You know, that would just be the dream. It's knackering, absolutely knackering. Like, you lose track of everything. You have no idea what the day is. You have no idea what time it is. All you know is you've got 2 shows to do and then the pub. Yeah, pretty much it. Yeah. But the hardest bit about panto are the school shows. But it's like the school shows, you realise how many adult jokes are on the actual show. You don't realise until you... Because obviously we can hear the show on the monitors. And models, for example, say a joke. And you see 4 people laughing. You go, "They're the teachers." Yeah. Or like when, because I was in Lichfield, Christmas just gone, and there was a brilliant scene when we came on just after Snow White's bitten the apple, and because the stage wasn't small, but it was smallish, so we practically had to walk past Snow White and go to the kids, "Where is she?" And they were looking at us going, "Are you dumb?" We pretty much going, "Where's Snow White?" And they were looking, but they were screaming so loud, so we couldn't hear each other. We were standing right next to each other. So what we had to do was like look at each other and kind of go, "I've done my line, you're next." Yeah, we literally could not. It was like, "Kids, shut up. We know she's there. Give us 10 seconds. We're going to find her." Shut up for 10 seconds. Yeah. But no, the people you meet and, you become like, especially with the 7 Dwarfs, we all usually share a dressing room. So you become like a family, really. And it's just absolutely mental. Like the theatre we just did, and if any of the guys watch this, they're going to kill me for this, but we ended up breaking about 2 or 3 light bulbs. Yeah, just naturally. And no one ever found out. Yeah. Whoa, okay. But no one ever found out. When I visited the theatre recently, because they dropped me down at the train station, I had a look in our old dressing room. still haven't been fixed. There's still just this big camera going, how did no one notice? We were like, okay, we're not going to say anything. But yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, definitely get into the panto. And people, and to anybody watching, go and see your local panto, especially we're still recovering, theatres are still recovering after COVID, you know, and they took an absolute battering. Like 2020, no panto was so weird. It was horrible. Yeah, and theatres, they're getting there slowly, but yeah, you need to support your local theatre, please, guys. Yeah.
Wise words indeed.
Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers, have a good one.
No, good to talk to you, George. We'll see you later. And there you go.
Nice little impromptu.
Anything can happen at ComicCon.
It's genuinely like a mixed bag today at ComicCon. Let's say that much.
It's utter bonkers.
Yeah, we've been dancing with Kevin Perry. We've been, it's been a very, very interesting day. And we've only been doing this particular live stream for 23 minutes.
Is that all?
Yes.
It feels so much longer.
Well, it's been eventful. That's probably why. I think that's probably the best way to describe it.
How long are we? What time does this
Erica's
go on?
in. So she just said hello to George.
What time does this go on to?
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
So there's still time if people are in the area. If you want to pop down, then there's still plenty more of the day to go. It's the 3 hours and change to go.
Yeah,
so,
and there are a lot of great people here, ready to see you.
Absolutely,
get stuff signed. They've got photos. They'll sign stuff for you as well. Mm-hmm. All very reasonably priced. It's all very good value for money.
Yeah.
And you there's lots to see and interact with. Yeah. As well. There's as you've seen.
Yes, certainly a lot of interaction. That's probably the politest way to put it. But yeah, I've absolutely loved today, and we're only halfway through.
Yeah, we've not even got halfway through the day. So much more to come.
Yes, so absolutely. I'd say stay tuned, but we're kind of carry on, I guess. So,
yeah, keep calm, carry on.
Keep calm and carry on. So what else do we need to talk about, Paul? Most likely props are downstairs, aren't they?
Oh, that's
most likely.
I mean, what I was saying before about there is so much stuff here that you can interact with. So we were talking a bit before about some of the busts that we saw on display and the full size props of like K2SO.
We mentioned about the Luke Skywalker land speeder is outside.
But I mean they've got a little sort of Tatooine display, and there's a Watto and a Jawa and
a little porg,
a porg. If you're feeling hungry, if you're a Wookiee and you're feeling hungry,
there's a few Wookiees knocking about.
Yeah,
so
and they're not short.
No,
they are not short.
They are not short indeed.
I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, and I'm being made to feel quite short.
Yeah, so we've spoken to a couple of people earlier, and they certainly dwarfed Paul. So, and Paul's not the shortest chap.
I'm not
taller than me.
I'm not. So So it's lots to see.
Lots going on.
And do. I mean, gosh,
we're not normally this lost for words.
No, we're not. What else did you note down?
Did you see the story that came out this week about the variant that they cut from Into the Spider-Verse? Across the Spider-Verse.
I wasn't aware of this.
No. So obviously they've got lots and lots of different variations of Peter Parker knocking about.
Yeah.
One of those. So they've got like the video game one. They've got got like an ice cream one. Don't know if you spot. He's hidden.
I've still not seen it.
So that in the first Spider-Verse movie, they show a picture of like, because when the celebrity Spider-Man at the beginning, the one who dies, he says, they even made an ice cream of me, and it's like an ice cream thing with a wonky face. So that ice cream turns up as a variant in the background. And one variant that they designed had in, but then originally cut, was they were going to have a child's hand holding a Toy Biz action figure going like that, chasing Miles. But they thought it took away from the scene.
I think that might have been a little
much, it would have been fantastic. But it's just going to be this giant hand coming down from that's what they were going to do, but it got cut, unfortunately. Yes. But
from what I've heard, it doesn't take away from the movie.
Have you still not seen it?
Still not seen it.
Oh man, it's great. I loved Across the Spider-Verse.
No,
Loved it.
Flash was my latest one at the cinema, and then,
I am sorry.
And then, like I said, we probably my next one is going to be Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
The Mission Impossible movies, they're okay to have on in the background, but they're not my cup of tea. I'll watch them once, and then after that, nah, I am not really bothered. I like that one where he climbs up the building, funny enough, like Spider-Man, and his gloves doesn't work. Is that the fourth one?
No,
that's not number 3.
3, 4. 4 is the Brad Bird one.
Yes, it's
yeah, okay, yeah. So
it's the one
4.
where there's a sandstorm coming through
Protocol.
Dubai. Let's say that, because they started making it hard for.
Yeah,
you had Mission Impossible 1, the original. He's got short hair. He does the thing,
Mission Impossible 2, the floppy hair that my wife just goes.
That's the one that's to John Woo. Then there's a third one, which is
How
JJ.
can something be to John Woo when it is directed by John Woo?
I know, because the studio said to him, just be John Woo. And he went, okay, you want John Woo? I'll give you John Woo.
And we got Tom Cruise jumping through the air, firing 2 guns at the same time. It's a John Woo movie.
I know, but it's to John Woo.
No, there is no such thing as to John Woo.
They've got motorbikes jumping at each other. They've got knives going in faces. Tom Cruise is jumping off one mountain to another. It's to John Woo.
That sounds like another film. To John Woo, thanks for everything, Julie
Newmar. Oh. Yeah. 3 is J.J. Abrams. Hello. Are we back? Are we gone? Are we back?
No, I think it's still going.
Okay, that's cool. Just J.J. Abrams. Then we got the 4th one, which is the good one.
Yeah.
Then we got the 5th one. I think that's the one where he has the green screen in the corridor. He has that one. And then the 6th one, I don't remember at all.
Yeah, well, they're the Chris McQuarrie films, aren't they?
Yeah.
5 and 6.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I like Chris McQuarrie as a director, but it does not. That's it. I've seen the 6th movie. I don't remember a single thing about it.
It's basically what you've got to remember about Tom Cruise is he's always going, what can I do?
There's things that people remember about Tom Cruise, Paul, but we're just not allowed to talk about them.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
No.
But as a performer, as a movie maker, it is always very much a case of what it's like he is literally trying to work out how to make a movie in space.
Well, yes.
He was the guy who said, I'm only doing Top Gun 2 if you actually put us in the plane.
Yeah,
and throw us around. And
again, Top Gun was never my thing either.
Well, it wasn't some. I've watched both.
I've seen Top Gun more times than I care to remember.
Yeah,
because I used to be in the air cadets, and that's what you did while you were waiting to go flying.
So
you watched Top Gun,
and Top Gun is very. That's why I ended up watching Top Gun.
You go to RAF Woodvale. That's what you're going to do. You're going to watch Top Gun while you're waiting to fly.
Great films. I think they're.
It's not my bag, but people like it, and if they like it, then that's fair enough. You can like whatever you want. I'm never going to stop someone from liking what they want.
And indeed,
that's literally the entire reason why we're here right now. People like
what I was
things.
saying earlier. You will find what you are looking for if something is your bag.
Indeed.
Whether it's horror books, movies.
I mean, we literally bumped into Freddy Krueger before.
Oh, yeah, he finally caught up with you.
Yeah. So anyone who's familiar with the podcast will know that a few years ago we did for our Christmas special Nightmare on Nerd Street, or Nightmare Before Nerdmas, I think I call it.
Something like that.
I can't remember. It was a
while
ago.
You wrote it. Why can't you remember?
I don't know. No, these are genuine, real things that happened to us.
Oh, yeah, that's
right. So we had that one where we had an adventure with Freddy Krueger, and we got away from him at last in the end of that. But then there's Freddy Krueger's here today. Well, cosplay, obviously.
He's coming. 1, 2. He's coming for you.
He came for me. Yeah.
Did he?
I stopped myself. You didn't. I didn't
say anything.
So yes,
wrong.
we took a photo with Freddie and threw it onto the socials. So if you're on the Facebook, then you may have seen it already. Who knows? I don't know. I didn't see it.
We're just going to be sharing everything.
Yeah, we need to take more photos.
Yeah, we're going to take more photos.
We're going to take a lot more photos.
We're going to take a lot more photos, I think.
And we're going to have some more video coming up as and when.
Okay, so we're live on the floor at Aintree ComicCon. Literally just for a moment ago, we had somebody who is a little short to be Darth Vader. And we're going to just take a walk outside.
Well, you might just see something if you turn around, Paul.
Oh? Ah! That's an albino Wookiee. Come and say hello to the albino Wookiee.
Hello.
It's a bit random, isn't it? You go say hello to a Wookiee and they go, hello.
I love it. I love it.
The Abominable Snow Wookiee.
Is it uncomfortable in there?
I can imagine.
I can imagine. It looks amazing, and this is what we've been saying.
Get a full shot.
This is what we've been saying all day. This is exactly the kind of thing that you can just walk around the corner, and that is what you'll see.
Yeah.
At a Comic-Con. There's the Kano I mentioned earlier, having a chest burster bursting out of his chest. Right here, again, we mentioned it earlier. It's the Jurassic Park Jeep. This is more your thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, just whoa,
yeah.
drink on myself.
Yeah. If I take this, and then you talk about Jurassic Park without pouring drink on you.
As we discussed earlier, is the movie that made me love movies. It's a masterpiece, still is to this day. It's 30 years old and it looks as beautiful now as it ever did. And the cars in those movies are iconic, and obviously this is, one of the most iconic cars in cinema for me. So yeah, we're just gonna have a little mooch about. And we've got obviously Professor John Hammond with us right now as well. Dr. John Hammond, Dr. John Hammond, and his little friend here. Hello.
This is Beta. She's 4 months old. Just a bit bigger than domestic bird.
There's a slight scientific inaccuracy in the movies. Velociraptors only grow to like turkey size, whatever.
Yeah. Well, a little bit bigger than a turkey.
Well, and the ones in the movies are more diet. I would mess up the pronunciation of it, but yeah, it begins with a D anyway. I can't remember them. Yeah. But yeah. So. Yeah, it's very cute. Okay, it's like my dog.
Yeah, she's fine.
She's friendly with me now. Okay, friendly. Oh, that's nice.
This one has that.
Oh dear. Is that why it's tucked away in the back?
She's a hatchling, so she's
not. Oh dear. Raptor. Do you mind if we have a little look in the car? It's fine. You've got to eat the Jurassic Park. There you go. A little route to that. Just pretty close to it. Around here. There you go. We've got the lights going now. There you go. So when you're driving in the dark, you make sure you don't run into any Dilophosauruses or anything like that, because you remember what happened in the movie. I don't want to come out all gooey in the face. That came out wrong, so I'm going to leave that there.
This is actually a replica. It's a British-made replica of the early Wrangler Jeeps. This one was made in 1985, so it's actually 5 years older than the movie.
Right.
So we've got it as close as we can.
I mean, it's a beautiful machine. We were talking earlier, and I was just saying that that movie is what ignited cinema for me, and just being able to see one of these. I mean, it's literally what John Hammond himself says in the movie. Something that you can see and feel and touch.
That's right.
It's
in the movie,
tangible.
In the iconic scene where two jeeps coming down and Hammond and Sattler actually see the dinosaurs by the lake for the first time.
Yeah.
There are two jeeps. JP-18 carries the two doctors, the financier, and Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
He will always pick up with his Mitchums. Is it the character?
Oh God, I'm blanking out now myself.
The second jeep that comes into shot.
No, not Muldoon. Ian Malcolm. Ian Malcolm. That's it. Yes.
The second jeep that comes into shot is JP-29.
Right.
And that's the one that carried John.
Right. So you put more thought into these things than I have. I just can't. Yeah, no, lovely. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ah, bless. My dog's going to be all over me when I get home, isn't he?
It's surprising that dogs' reaction to this.
Yeah.
People come up, particularly carried dogs, and they'll come up, and the first thing they do is sniff. It's no, and they do this. She has actually got a scent to her nose, and she will
That's awesome. I love it. Well, this obviously isn't the only vehicle that we've got on site today. We've obviously got Lightning McQueen as well from Foss.
Yeah, so if we step this way,
full on.
There he is.
Green, yeah.
Medicated Rusty's bumper ointment.
I'll be honest, I'm not.
And look, he's staring at us.
Yeah. I'm not as familiar with cars as I am Jurassic Park, let's be fair. I think it was a bit after my time. I do remember watching it one Saturday afternoon, very, very hungover in my friend Mike's house. But that's another story. But yeah, I just remember him getting cast out and going to the desert and learning to race again, basically. But yeah, it's a fun movie, and to see this vehicle translated from animation to reality, you know, that's some work that goes into that. That's some absolute work that goes into
Oh no, taking a stock vehicle and repainting it so that it's as close as you can get to, you know, what you see in the movie.
And it's amazing what a windscreen cover can do to give a car character.
Yeah. It just needs. I mean, it's like he's looking at us.
Yeah, it's quite creepy actually. When you say it that way. But should we go back into the con hall and move about and see what we can find? Paul, lead the way.
So, back into the main con hall, past Lightning McQueen and Juice. Come this way.
I'm coming. You walk very quickly, Paul. Don't forget. It's not just me, Danielle's here as well.
It's not my fault you two have got short legs.
All right, okay.
So much to see and potentially purchase. We were talking before about the mannequins.
Oh yes, let's go and see them.
Let's see some mannequins. Oh, look at that! The Goblin.
Green Goblin, nice.
Green Goblin mask. Mandalorian. The Armourer. Bad Batch.
Yeah. Say hello.
Look at that. Giancarlo Esposito signed.
Moff Gideon,
Somebody who we'll be talking to later.
Yes, indeed.
Full-size bus.
Full-size props, basically, yeah. K2SO,
and
the Emperor,
Darth
and Darth Maul, yeah. I mean, just look at the details. Look at that. Oh, the scariest of all.
Yeah. You just don't know what to expect when you next turn.
Yeah.
So, Wookiee buses.
Well.
So somebody's been hunting Wookiees and decapitated them.
Oh my.
Okay. They're on site. Full suits, custom made from 29.
Don't bite you.
Oh.
They're not friendly.
And if anybody's interested, there's a.
There you go.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
No problem, thank you. So I mean, so you guys make these then, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, 50-foot nerds. We're live streaming right now. We are live.
So please do not say the F or B words.
We won't say
That's what's fine.
forward or backwards.
Yeah.
We're all right on that one.
But yeah, so you make these and
Yeah, we're from Scarborough. So
a hell of a
travelled little
process,
bit.
yeah.
You're looking at about 100 hours when you're looking at a full suit.
Right.
We went down to Star Wars Celebration in April.
Oh yeah.
And we met so many people down there networking.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So basically, give my job up, and we do this as a full-time job.
Wow.
Love
So you are getting you are now making money out of your love, your jam.
Paying the mortgage now.
You've managed to find a way to turn your hobby into the moneymaker.
Yeah, it's
Living the dream.
it's not
We
like
would love to do that.
Yes.
So nice.
Yeah, it's hard work. Obviously, you're looking at 100 hours to make
Can
it
imagine.
profitable. But you know, it's what would I rather be? Would I rather be out in the cold digging a hole, or would I want to be sitting in the front room knitting?
Yeah, it's
Or
like
sit
what
in
you
the
want to
front
do.
room and
You know,
knit?
when you meet someone, oh, what do you do for a job? I work in an office. What do you do? I work in the bank. What do you do? Make Wookiees.
I make Wookiees.
You know, it's certainly a conversation starter.
And I had to learn to do something in lockdown.
Well,
So-
there you go. Yeah.
So this is what happened. Just my friend made
I just
one.
ate. That's fine
Yeah,
by me,
well,
yeah.
I think we all ate and drank in lockdown. But
And I've got my partner in crime, Paul. He has outer rim props, and we have Mad Monkey props. So we sort of amalgamate it.
I've heard about it.
And we make them both together. So he'll does all the inner workings, and I do the outer workings. So we just gel together. Really, it's just nice.
Fantastic.
So good. You just eat Wookiee hair though.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Everywhere.
I think my dog's hair gets everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's worse than a
Can you
Labrador.
imagine having a Wookiee walking around the house? No, exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely worse than a Labrador.
I mean, to be fair, I'm halfway there. I mean, I'm halfway there. So, yeah.
I don't really have that problem. Normally, I wear the suit as well because the suits are 7'4" when she's wearing them.
Yeah, right.
But my natural height is 7'4". So it's nice to actually stand this side of it instead of actually being walking around this side.
Because I can't imagine it's the coolest suit to wear.
Not really, but they're actually all hand latched on mesh. So it's like a breathable suit. Anyway.
Oh, that's good.
So
then, yeah, you want that.
We were just briefly talking to the albino.
Oh, that's one of mine.
Yeah. Is that what he was? Yeah.
So good.
That's great. Yeah.
So
we started getting into the lift earlier, didn't we?
Yeah. And there's little Chewbacca as well. That's his younger sibling.
Oh right.
So there's Chewbacca. She's walking around.
That's
She's
fine
got
there,
as well.
Oh.
So she's a cuddly Wookiee. But I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Oh no, we're having a great day. Yeah, we've done some fun things so far.
We've had some very random.
Gone to a dance off with Kevin and Perry. It was a whole thing.
I haven't seen them yet.
Have you not? They've been around.
I think they've gone outside. I think they're doing a dance thing outside. We're going to go out there in a moment and have a little look for them.
Yeah, exactly right. It's exactly like that.
Oh yeah. I'll have a look about it
anyway. So no, we'll make sure we get this shared on our socials as well.
No problem.
And, good luck with the rest of the day.
All right. Okay. See you around. Okay. Bye now. All right. Let's go.
Anime stuff.
Yes.
Sweet. I mean, you can't go to a ComicCon without wanting to get some fudge. You know,
what a sentence that is.
It's the law. It's the law. Whatever ComicCons I go to, fudge is always
To be
there.
fair,
So,
yeah. We went to we were at Manchester Anime Con in May, I think it was. As soon as you walked in the door, Pac-Man cookies, like Pac-Man and all the ghosts and everything like that. It's amazing how many snacks are just knocking about. Yeah, it's crazy.
But again, yeah,
there you go.
50-foot nerds.
Yeah.
Nobody say that we don't share.
There you go. Right. All right. See you around. Okay. What else? Obviously, Comic-Cons. You've got actual comics.
ComicCon with actual.
You need actual comics at a Comic-Con.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I could flip through these boxes all day long. I really could.
Exactly the same.
And I always forget that issue of Batman that I want to get my hands on, the one that I had as a kid. With the ears.
You've forgotten what the number is.
I always do. I remember it, and then 2 seconds later, I forget all about it. So I'll find it one day.
Yeah.
I'll find it one day. Let's crack on.
So some of the cosplayers that we've been talking about.
Yeah. There's a Joker right outside.
Waiting for it. It's just
absolutely random, isn't it? Yeah. You walk around the corner, you've got a big boy with a pumpkin head.
There's Chewbacca.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the Chewbacca, yeah. Oh, it's all going on at the Comic-Con. I love it. Spaceball, yes. Spaceballs. Hello. We were just talking about you.
Yes, we know. Stargate SG-1.
Was that a trooper?
Yeah.
Land Speeder. Hello, I'm Land Speeder.
You notice how it was built in the UK?
Yes.
Because it's right-hand drive.
Doug's saying get back to work. This is work, Doug. This is work.
Yoda and Grogu.
Yoda and son. Yeah.
It's a family portrait.
Yeah, family portrait.
Mum, Dad, and baby.
I am the mum. This wasn't the date I was asking for.
Just pause here for a moment. Because,
Okay, we're pausing.
Because the snow will be about to go through a door.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There's a spider on the arm then.
Is it radioactive?
I hope not. I ain't got time for crime fighting. So on the other side there's some mermaids. But
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
You know, whatever is your bag.
Oh yeah, Kevin's back out to. I don't know if they're doing their thing now. Road bridge. Come on. Come on. And that's how Wookiees get through doors. Yes, with difficulty. Right, where are we going now?
Your mate and mine.
Salacious Grum, yeah, there he is down there. Cool.
And a rather large
turbo blaster.
Yeah, rather turbo blaster.
Yeah.
And 3PO's looking
careful, Paul.
A bit worse
See, ComicCon.
Just random.
Yes.
Something happens.
Yeah.
It's weird, but then you just go, ComicCon.
I know. Yes. Conchu, yeah. Only at ComicCon. That's the one cosplaying as Christian Paul. Oh wait, no. It's regular Paul. Oh. Love it. Hey. Yeah, Danny, get the first one.
Makes a change for me not to be tall.
True enough, yeah.
I'm gonna very carefully move on.
Yep. You know what it is?
Thank you.
He's a perfect gentleman.
The thing is, this is all in fun.
Yes.
You have these people who are here basically to show off their amazing costumes and to have a lot of fun interacting with people. You've got people who, you know, are more your attendees who are also in costume. Worth saying that if a person is in costume, don't assume anything.
Yes, that's true.
You know, cosplay is not consent. That's the important thing to remember. That is the rule. Always ask, but you know, most people, they're going to be fine with you. So you know, just don't ever make any assumptions. But it's you know, it's utter chaos, but it's friendly chaos.
Yeah, of course.
It's fun chaos. And yeah, exactly. He knows what I'm talking about.
Hey!
We got a family portrait.
That's actually quite fun.
That's awesome.
Family arguments.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well,
Dazzler cosplays.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Ah.
So, I hope that's given you a little bit of a taste of what you can see at an event like this, and maybe it'll persuade you to go to a Comic-Con near you. We're gonna go back upstairs and get ourselves set up to do a bit more of what we've been doing today. So
we'll be having some guests with us shortly.
Yeah, so keep an eye out. But until then, geek out.
So 50 Foot Nerds back once again because we're just streaming all over the shop. We've been downstairs. We've had a look at like everything. We got a Wookiee family drama.
Yeah. It's like mum and dad and baby Wookiee.
Yeah, it was yeah.
Go to your room.
Okay. Yeah. So we just, I mean, if you've watched that video, you've seen everything that we went, had a mooch outside, went to go and see the Jurassic Park car. We went to go and see Lightning McQueen.
Oh, you were so in love with that car.
Of course.
You wanted to take the car home.
I would drive that Jurassic Park car every single day if I could. It's going to be awesome. But so for this segment of the streaming, we're going to be, we've got a few things planned. We're going to be getting some guests on shortly.
Yeah.
So before that, we're just gonna...
we're what, 2:20?
Yes.
Have you got a highlight from the day so far?
So far, God, there's been so much. I mean, Kevin and Perry's been a belter, obviously.
Unexpected highlight.
Yeah, they're actually genuinely nice people as well.
Yeah, they're really fun.
And they just don't drop character. They
really don't.
No, they really don't. Let's see what else. I don't know. George was lovely when we had him on before.
Yeah.
It's just been a really good day.
Well, it's what I've been saying all along. Everybody is so welcoming.
Yes.
Everybody we've talked to, whether it's the guy who makes the Wookiees,
yes, they were good folks,
or the people in character, or the signing guests, or the organizer. A big shout out to the organizers who invited
John and
us.
the team have been fantastic.
Yeah. And they've done a great job in putting this in place.
Yes,
and making it a safe and inclusive place for everybody involved. And
it's just been a really friendly atmosphere all day, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think you can sometimes go to an event and it can feel a bit overwhelming.
Some places, some cons feel a bit cold. Does that make sense? They feel a bit like
very business,
almost. Yes,
yeah.
yes,
and
clinical.
Some events you can go to where you don't necessarily feel as welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
Some events you've been to where you just feel like the people who go to these events, 99% of them are their own community, and they will stick to their own.
And but
this has been the whole everyone is welcome kind of thing.
Exactly. I've seen I've seen Stargate, I've seen Spaceballs.
Yeah, I've seen various Jokers, Batman,
Alien,
Americans,
Marvel characters.
Yeah,
it's all about the only thing I've barely seen is Doctor Who characters. There's an Amy Pond. So it's not been completely dead as regards Doctor Who.
I really would have expected at least one Doctor.
Yeah, I am quite surprised.
Well, we've got the cosplay contest on right now over on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
So folks,
all the way over there. And the other thing, they call it a cosplay contest. It
doesn't matter who wins. Just go and show off your costume.
Exactly, that's what it is. It's at the Gallifrey convention.
Yeah,
they just tend to refer to it as the masquerade ball.
There you go.
It's not even.
I don't even know if that's the cosplay contest is the right phrase for here, but that's to me that's what they're doing.
Yeah, there's no competition involved. It is about
everyone's
showing off
just
what
celebrating the fandom.
Yeah,
they want to wear what they want to wear.
Yeah.
And
be who they want to be. Do what they want to do.
If you want to do something just simple, like just throw on a t-shirt and be Scott Pilgrim, then go for it. If you want to do something more complex and be Megatron, then do that. There's no middle ground really.
Yeah, I mean, Have you ever wanted to actually cosplay?
Yes, I don't think I've ever actually talked about this. I did actually make an Ash Williams costume when I was a lot younger.
Oh,
Evil Dead 2 torn up.
This does not surprise me.
I know.
It is the first time you've mentioned it. It doesn't surprise me.
It was the torn up shirt from the end of Evil Dead 2 with the harness for the shotgun and everything like that. I was making a hand chainsaw thing and everything like that. Yeah. Never finished it, but
man, you should. You so should.
Nah.
If
I wouldn't be the ripped up shirt version because I don't have the body for that anymore.
But because I
really have the body for it.
Because I've done a few now, and they're not massively complex ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
you do stuff that you can get away with, like you do Simon Pegg stuff.
Yeah, I started with Shaun of the Dead because I did that for Halloween one year.
Yeah.
So I basically had the shirt already.
Yeah.
So
that's a simple one. It's just you need a name tag and a bit of red.
Yeah,
there you go.
A lot of red.
But
I went round Wrexham ComicCon and I literally in a day I got told I had red on me 47 times.
Well, there you go.
But I realised, given that I was doing Simon Pegg and I could get away with Simon Peggy stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd always wanted a Starfleet uniform.
Yeah.
So I managed to find a quite reasonably priced Star Trek Beyond.
There you go.
Scotty uniform.
Yeah.
And
now you're just pegging all over the place.
Yeah, I beg your pardon.
You're doing Simon Pegg stuff.
Yes,
cosplay?
Yes, right. I would love to do Hot Fuzz.
Well,
hot. But it's got to be the action hero character at the end.
You want to be a policeman officer?
Yeah, I want to be a policeman officer,
Yeah.
but with all the guns and stuff like that.
What's your birthday?
January the 5th.
What year?
1970.
You're supposed to say every year, Paul.
year.
God, come on. He wants to do Hot Fuzz, doesn't even know one of the funniest jokes in the movie. Unbelievable.
I've been there, you know.
Out to Sambridge or whatever it's
called. Yeah, well, it's Wells.
Yeah, Wells and stuff like that. Yeah.
Bishop of Bath and Wells.
There you go.
But I've been there, and it is interesting walking around a place that you know from telly or movies. People think that
rural policing is easy. As Jim Broadbent says in that movie.
Yeah. But the thing is that we ended up there completely by accident.
How'd you end up there in by accident? It's not like you were going to Aldi and tripped.
Well, we were down there on holiday, and we'd gone to Wookiee Hole.
Staying on brand.
Staying on brand. Wookiee Hole, the caves.
Yes.
That have been seen in Doctor Who.
Yes.
Revenge of the Cybermen.
Mark Gatiss talks all about them in The League, Gentlemen.
Yes, he does. And I basically turned left out of Wookiee Hole instead of turning right to go back to where we were staying.
Right.
And we ended up in Wells. And it's like, I'm looking around at this place that we're driving through, and I'm thinking, this place looks remarkably familiar. So we parked up and took a walk around, and eventually
was our friend the lizard statue there?
Oh, no, he wasn't.
I wonder why.
He's dead.
Yeah. There you go.
But I realised that we were in Sanford. So it's like a happy accident, but great fun. And I would love to go back there. It's a really nice place.
One day I should go back.
Lovely part of the world. Plus,
Bumblebee. He's on his way over.
Plus lots of decent scrumpy. And here,
howdy, Bumblebee.
Here's Bumblebee again. There's our mate Bumblebee.
Come in and say hello to the 50-foot Nerds viewers. Oh God! It's battle mode. Don't get him angry, Paul. It's battle mode.
Oh no! No, we're friendly, Bumblebee.
We're friends, good friends to the end. Yay!
We love a bit of Autobot action here at the 50-foot Nerds.
Indeed. I'd drive an Autobot if I could.
Do
you know why?
Why?
Because they drive the car for you. I can have a kip. As simple as that.
But
I'm very lazy, Paul. You should have realised that.
But debate time.
Go, okay. Debate time.
VW Beetle or Camaro?
Oh, in terms of room, Camaro. In terms of like classic G1 stylings, it's got to be the VW.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's like when we saw Megatron downstairs. I was just thinking.
I thought you were going to say Megan Fox then for a moment. I was like, what?
Oh, I wish. No, not my Megatron.
Megan Fox is not your Megatron.
Yeah,
we got a title for this week's episode.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, my Megatron is the one that transforms into a little gun.
It's a little tiny gun.
A little tiny gun.
Giant robot
that then has to be shot by Starscream.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. That you didn't really think much about that alt form, did you, Megatron?
I like that Megatron when he turns into a tank. That works for me.
You need to transform into something that your untrustworthy second in command then has to fire at the Autobots.
Yeah. No, I don't mind if Megatron turns into a tank. That makes more sense. Giant robots turn into a tank, not into a little tiny gun.
Yeah.
You know, it's like getting Unicron and he turns into a USB stick. You know, it's not going to work, is it? You know, guides planets, you can stick them in a hard drive.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
Soundwave turning into a
satellite,
a boombox.
Oh yeah.
That's always going to be my thing.
It'd have to be a big boombox.
G1 forever, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that said, because of the new Transformers movie, I don't know if they put everything up.
Mario's...
But they put up the first couple of episodes at least of Beast Wars on the official YouTube channel.
Yeah, I could never get into Beast Wars. I think the animation just looks a bit too
the CG is a bit ropey.
Bit is an understatement.
Oh bloody hell!
Oh, it's kicking off over this. Oh,
I don't know whether our listeners and viewers can hear any of that. Is somebody being murdered?
I hope not.
I don't know. Clem So's giving us a bit of a funny look and worried. Do you know your escape route? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's there you are. You're on the camera now. Yeah. It is all part of the show, yeah. Yeah. Hope you haven't mind us rabbiting down your ear all day. No. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Oh, good, thank you.
More or less, yeah.
Thank you. No, we're trying. We're kind of running out of things to talk about.
Do you want to come and talk to us properly for a minute?
I've got microphones here.
We've got spare microphones.
There we go.
We
got a chair. Can we grab a chair?
Doctor Who is my jam. It has to be said.
I know. I heard you talking about Doctor Who earlier.
Grab a chair.
Oh my God!
Come and you come and park yourself. Yeah. So you sit in the. You sit in there.
Who am I talking to you, by the way, in terms of audience?
Oh.
Hey guys, how you doing?
So Clem So, one of the guests here at Aintree ComicCon. I don't know whether if that is.
Sorry, I moved the camera, didn't I?
Doesn't seem to be.
Was that? Oh, is it disconnected?
Has it disconnected?
Oh no, Amara's popped in.
Oh,
it looks like anyway. I'm not sure.
That's our third nerd. I'm the third nerd.
Popped in,
yeah, our additional.
Your wife's asking what's all the screaming.
Hang on, you said that a third nerd. Is that what you said?
There's usually three of us if you look at the poster.
I can't tell to be honest.
But Amara couldn't get the day off work, so.
Sorry, no, it's
Amara.
okay. It's working again now.
Hey,
it's working again now.
So we got the additional camera now. But yeah, so Clem So.
I don't know if I can get my microphone's reach, but it'll do.
I did the list earlier. So
you've no idea who I am. Huh?
I know exactly who.
Oh yeah.
You've done Doctor Who.
Yes.
You've done Star Wars.
Yeah.
You've done James Bond.
Okay, you're doing well.
Doctor Strange.
Very good.
Lots of MCU. You've done DC movies as well.
Yeah,
you have been, but. And I said this to Mike earlier, and he can back me up on this. The most impressive co-star that you've worked with, as far as I'm concerned, Kermit the Frog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
great. Muppets again.
Yeah,
that's great.
Most Wanted.
Do you love a Muppet?
We like a bit of Muppets.
It's a Kermit the Frog here.
It's awesome watching them on set actually, because the actors who play the actual characters. They stay in character.
Yeah,
look like they've got a hand up a glove. they actually, even during the, you know, when they're not shooting, they're still talking.
When they're being directed, the directors are talking
really
to the.
Involved, immersed in their characters. It's really impressive.
Yeah, that takes some level of skill and dedication to stay like that. I know, yeah.
Where did all this start for you?
Just like my brother played Mr. Fukutu in Casino Royale. He has a very similar look. He just encouraged me to join a few agencies that deal in essay work, supporting artists. So I did that. I think my first movie I worked on was 47 Ronin, which is Keanu Reeves' film.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that for a while.
And then my first TV show was Angel Take Manhattan, Doctor Who.
Oh.
So and it just went up. You know, I just got more jobs, and it just went on from there. And it's
so it hadn't previously been a sort of thing that had been on your radar or a career aspiration.
No, not at all. I just needed some quick cash. You know, I needed some money. You know, I was at the time I was an artist, a portrait artist, and so I was doing a lot of exhibitions, but it just wasn't working for me. So I just thought I need to do something else. So that's what I started doing, and I thought it's not too bad this, and I got some good commercial gigs as well.
Mm-hmm.
That paid quite well, and I thought, I'll follow my nose on this. And just the wealth of films I worked on and ComicCon and all that is just like coincidence, you know. I just thought, God, you know, I hadn't realized how many kind of things that were ComicCon related I had done.
The credits rack up, don't they, when you're not paying attention.
It's only when you get to a ComicCon and you're like sitting there and you're looking at all the photos and all the people that come past and they go, oh my God, look at that. And I'm thinking, oh my God, you know, I hadn't realized. Yeah, I mean, I am in all these Marvel movies. I am in Star Wars. And,
you are in the Wizarding World franchise.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, I was looking at your table earlier as well, and you do have just so many different things that you have been in that are, you know, like separate.
It's like a very heavily
fandoms.
weaved web, isn't it? Like a big spider web of connections across all the.
You know, especially at family events like this, you know, you get big families with the kids and you know, they can all have great fun choosing which one they want or something. They go, oh, I like Bond, I like Star Wars or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's great watching them interact, and you know, and the dad will be like saying, no, you really want James Bond.
I've only got the money for one, so I get the Bond.
And the kid's like, oh, I love Star Wars. No, you want James Bond.
He'll just want more.
So for a supporting artist like yourself, what is a day on set like?
It can be two extremes. It could be literally doing nothing all day. I'm just sitting there, nodding off, waiting to be called on set.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just be like completely all in on set. And, you know, they'd say, oh, lunch, and then you have one spoon of food and say, back on set. You know, but I needed no toilet, just get back on set. And it can be that busy. It just depends, you know, how involved you're on the scene, just what's going on, you know, for you. And sometimes, you know, if you're looking, they turn the camera around, so you're not in the bit that they're in, then you get a break. And that's great as well. And, you know, we all chill out together and have lovely chats and stuff.
The impression I've got from going to other events, either as a punter or, you know, doing stuff like this, is that, you know, you as guests get to know each other, whether you've worked in something or not, and you know, there's very much a community aspect there as well.
Yeah, we have a wonderful community, and I do know most of the guys. You know, I've done many shows with them, except for maybe Andy Abbott over there. But I actually remember Andy on set of Last Jedi. We did the Canterbite scene together, so I remember.
Oh yes, yeah.
That. But yeah, most of the guys like Spencer. Yeah, I know all these guys. Yeah, we've done so many events together. Yeah.
It's nice. It must be nice to, you know, catch up with people, and it's like even if you've not seen each other for a while, it's like
it's like when we've done Doctor Who events, and you know, you see, so you might not have seen someone for 2 years or something like, but you pick up straight away.
Oh God, I mean, I went to a Doctor Who convention in LA in February, and I hadn't been for like 5 years.
I did that one last year.
Gallifrey's brilliant, isn't it?
It's huge.
I've done it a couple of times, and it was like 5 years since I'd last been, but it's literally picking up with people like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's an amazing feeling.
The Who universe of family, aren't they? The
Yeah.
family.
Yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
this is what brought us together as like best mates, and I've been heavily involved in Doctor Who fandom and other stuff for far too long. To be fair, it's like the 90s.
Fresh out of university when you're working at BBV, weren't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, in the dark days.
Yeah.
In the 90s, was that within
pre-McGann?
Pre-McGann. And then
you would have had that lull after McGann.
Yeah.
There was no Doctor Who at all.
Except the
if you're reading magazines, books, or listen to the audio plates, that's all you got.
Virgin New Adventures. Yeah, and all that stuff. And I
Did they have that animation during that period, or was that earlier? Do you know?
No.
Well, there was a couple
stuff.
There was a couple. So the BBC.
Oh, Schalke, Scream of the Schalke.
Well,
yes,
yeah, because there was
Real Time?
there was Death Comes to Time.
Yeah.
Real Time.
Yeah.
And then there was Scream of the Schalke.
Yes.
With
Richard E. Grant.
Richard
Yeah.
E.
Yeah.
He would have been a great Doctor, wouldn't he?
He was a great Doctor.
Then you consider him as like canon then in the Doctor.
It's all canon.
There is a book where I think it's called The Nth Doctors, isn't it, or something like, where basically the 8th Doctor, when he's regenerating, gets a glimpse of various 9th Doctors that he can turn into. So he sees the Richard E. Grant one. He sees the
Curse of Fatal Death.
Curse of Fatal Death. Yeah, I'm forgetting his name now, but
Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson. Yeah, he sees the Christopher Eccleston.
Rowan Atkinson's Doctor's canon now.
Yeah.
He
gets basically a multiple choice of who he wants to regenerate into.
It's all canon. It's
although it goes against the TV series where he actually turned into John Hurt, but that's another story.
Doctor Who remains a very important part of my life, certainly. And for it's proving quite handy that I know so many people from the industry through because of the fandom. Because my son is now sort of aiming into the industry. He starts at the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts
well done.
in September for his sixth form college. And
it's weird that when I think of Joshua, I think of him down here, just this little boy. But because obviously lockdown, I didn't see him for a long time. So when I got to see him, he's taller than me.
You know, I have that kind of experience with ComicCon. You know,
I can imagine.
They bring their kids and have selfies with the kids.
Yeah,
and then they come back like 3-4 years later and say, "Oh, he used to be this tall, now he's that
now he's like, nice to see you again."
Hello. Some of them they might have dressed as like an Ewok or something as a kid, and then now
now they're Wookiees.
Yeah. So you get that as well.
Yeah,
it's great fun.
Of course.
I love that kind of reconnection. You know, that they can have that experience, that they can, the kids can come and say, "Oh, I'd love to see Clem again," and and have another selfie or whatever, or have just a chat or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I find that really rewarding. I feel like that's, feels like creating value of some sort in the ComicCon community, and I feel that's part of our purpose.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's
wonderful.
It's celebrating what you love and introducing the next generation to what they may love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I think we both feel that we're parenting right.
Yeah. My kid isn't. She's not as geeky as I am. She's got less geeky. Yeah, she's got older.
But she still has.
She still loves bits and bobs. Don't get me wrong. Like I remember we actually stumbled into Southport Comic-Con a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
Just by accident, because we weren't even supposed to be there. We'd just gone to Southport for the day. There just happened to be a Comic-Con on. Didn't realise until Catwoman's walking down the road. So we thought, oh, go and check it out. And she stood outside eating an ice cream before we go in. Stormtrooper comes up to her. And he's just leering over the ice cream, and you can tell she's a bit funny. So I just went, "This isn't the ice cream you're looking for. This isn't the ice cream I'm looking for. Go about your bit. I'll go about my bit." And he walked away. So but when we got inside, she's all over R2-D2 wanting to get a photo with him and stuff. So it's when it's two in her face, I think that's when she backs off a bit. Yeah.
But Joshua's up. I mean, he's a massive geek. He's heavily in
this
the.
Is your lad, yeah.
He's 16. He's literally just finished his GCSEs. So, results in like 4 weeks' time or 6 weeks' time, whenever it is. But he's massively in.
Good luck, Joshua. By the way.
Joshua, he's massively in the fan audio community. So he's very, very talented, and I'll be very surprised if you're not working with him very shortly.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a good talent, that kid. Yeah, absolutely.
Very, very good.
Yeah, no.
I don't know where he gets it from.
He's certainly grown into his own person.
Definitely.
He's a good lad.
Definitely.
He's a good lad, but yeah. I echo him. You'll be working with him before too long, no doubt.
Cool,
He's a good kid. Yeah.
Maybe you can get me a few gigs.
Well,
I keep trying to get him to put me in his audios, and he won't.
Oh.
This is what other people have always said, that it's like, make the connections now, because these are the people who are potentially going to be giving you jobs in the future.
Exactly. So yeah, that's really important. I think respect them, even though they're young.
Yeah,
they are the future.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Absolutely.
I think that's a nice place to wrap it up. We don't want you missing out on any potential sales for your photos or anything like that.
Clem,
but thanks for coming on.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Really enjoyed talking to you.
My pleasure to come on, and it's great fun.
And like we say, glad that we haven't disturbed you too much. Over the day.
David Stoney.
Oh, David.
right there.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll
Sorry, David.
have a chat. Anyway, thanks very much.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you. Okay, there we go.
See, this just generally, not even just this event. This is what I do love about doing conventions and getting to interview people and meet people and this and because it is an absolute rarity to not meet a nice person.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I've ever met complete and total.
We have. I'm not going to name names.
You are saying that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to say that.
I'm not going to name names, but people know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But on the whole, the people who are here are they're brilliant.
Yeah.
And we love it. And
Amara's here.
Getting to have a chat.
Woo! Hello, Amara. If you want to jump on, then
hello,
feel
Amara.
free.
Nice,
I'm not sure how I'm going to add you in right now.
Nice to hear from you.
I can't send you the link to jump on.
Because we're busy.
But just stay in the chat. Okay. But yeah, so that was nice to get Clem on there.
Oh, hang on.
Are we being invaded?
We're being invaded by a rival podcast.
There's a microphone there.
There's a spare microphone there if you want to switch that on. Double mic it.
Right, I'm double micing here.
Oh dear.
Oh, hello, double mic. This is single mic.
This is really rude.
I'm not. My fiance's right there. See, we've got a branded yellow for you and everything.
NerdOD are going to explain why they're here.
All I've got in my head right now is don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll tell you later. Absolutely. Roll and pitch. We're going to get you to roll 2d20 for your seconds of time to pitch what you guys are about. What you guys are doing here?
Okay.
What you guys are up to?
Let me just check your microphone's up a little bit because it doesn't look like it's working too well. Well, hold on. I'll be right back.
Right,
which one?
You've just got to get it closer.
Have you got the 2d20?
I have got the 2d20.
There you go. I think that's better now.
Okay.
How does that sound now?
Hello. I feel like I'm at a press conference.
There we go.
Like in Ted Lasso.
There we go.
Oh, love me a bit of Ted Lasso. Right, shall I roll for us?
Okay, go on. You roll because I'm holding the camera.
Right, so rolling, and it is 17 and 9, so 26 seconds.
26 seconds.
Okay.
I'm going to hand you my mic.
Okay.
I'm going to sort of... There you go.
Do you want to do this or...
Yeah.
Just
you hold that. You hold that.
Hang on. I'll hold it.
Okay, right. Because, no, I've got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let me go.
This doesn't look weird at all.
No.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so we are the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds podcast, Merseyside's #1 geek culture comedy podcast. We do our shows live at Geek Retreat Warrington every month on the first Saturday in the month. We talk about movies, comics, TV shows, funny stuff around the world. We come up with AI nonsense as well sometimes, videos. It's weird, but either way, we have a good laugh.
And we're really hot in Myanmar.
Yes, we're Myanmar's #1 podcast according to iTunes. That's a true fact. Honestly, it really is. But
2, 1,
listen.
Done.
Okay. That is genuinely a true fact as well. I got a random email one day saying, by the way, did you know you're the #1 podcast in Myanmar on iTunes? I was like, okay.
Listen, guys, it was great to have you take part.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for coming
Thanks
and
for
taking part with us as well.
Incidentally, that is one of the first actual live accosted roll and pitches where we haven't prepared people in advance.
It's live on here as well.
We're live
Get
here.
the camera on the man. Come on.
Running up and like
That's all right.
attacking you.
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
just nick my footage as well. It's great. Yeah. Oh no, thank you.
Hello to all your listeners, by the way.
Oh,
good
yes,
to meet you all.
yes.
Yeah.
Well,
See
thank
you guys later.
See you later, guys.
Our third host is on the chat. Go, what's going on?
And I've been saying it all day, but anything can happen.
Anything can happen at ComicCon. What's that? Oh, well, Willow Venom.
Wow. Crikey.
It's all going on. That's
Please don't eat us.
I've got a beautiful pancreas.
Do you have a beautiful pancreas? It's probably better than your liver.
Yeah, well, it's better than my kidneys. I know that much.
That's true.
Just as well, because I've only got one working kidney, so it's all good. Take it easy, Venom. Anything can happen at ComicCon.
And often does.
Yes. Yeah, do what you want, mate. Yeah, just make it a special guest. We've got the Dark Lord of the Sith himself. It's Spencer Welding. Hello.
Spencer,
Hello.
How's your day been, Spencer?
Happy. It's great to see so many people enjoying themselves. It's their first ComicCon.
Yeah.
It's great to see so many great cosplays and happy people.
Hang on.
You do a fair few of these.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, we will when I get a chance to.
Yeah. So what do you, apart from the opportunity to, flog a few signatures, what is it you get out of the Comic-Con experience?
It's just time.
It's
Time is precious. For people to give up their time to come and see us actors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Following our passion. It's just special, man. I love to see the cosplayers working so hard in their costume.
Sorry, Spencer. Can you switch microphones, mate? Because I don't think it's coming through. It's
try that one.
Amateurs.
Sorry, mate.
I was joking.
That one's definitely working.
It's not plugged in. Should we go again?
That one's
did you pick up
definitely
any of that what you just said?
A little bit. Yeah, I think we're okay. Yeah, sorry.
Right, where were we?
Yeah, well, you were just saying about people giving up their time to come and see actors like yourself.
Yeah, like I say, time is special. It's precious. Do you know what I mean? You can't buy time. And so people giving up their time to come and see us, actors, doing our thing, very passionate. And they're very passionate about coming to see us, and we give it back. You know what I mean?
How odd is it to be sitting there and having somebody walk up who's basically dressed as you?
Yeah, it's not odd. It's quite nice. You know what I mean? It's like looking at a mirror, I suppose. It's special, man. It's like these huge productions with huge budgets, with 40-odd people working in the departments of the creature departments and things like that. It took them, months to do this, put it together. Professionals,
Yeah.
And then there's some guy or girl comes up to me with a costume that looks like it's just come off the movie set.
Yeah.
And they've worked on it for a whole year on themselves.
Yeah.
So what passion that goes into that? Passion goes into that. It's pretty incredible, right?
Absolutely,
Passion is very much the watchword of what we've been talking about
Yes,
all
absolutely.
day.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity for people to share their passion for a particular thing.
Yeah, of course. And it's cool to be geeky these days.
Isn't it just?
I mean, we've been doing this for 10 years, mate. We
remember when it wasn't cool to be geeky.
Yeah, it's gone the other way around now. They use the bedroom to go to sleep and geek out in the Comic-Cons. It used to be geek out in the bedroom and go to sleep when they go out in the world. You know what I mean?
Where did everything start for you as a performer?
As when I was a babby, my mum used to say to me, "Stop kicking people and stop being a monster." I ended up being a professional kickboxer and a professional monster performer. Do you know what I mean? So it started at a very early age, and it was just like I didn't come from no acting background. I was the first one in the movies in my family. So my world, my start of life has been my film school, my my training ground.
Yeah,
and it's just progressed into what we portray now. Do you know what I mean? If that makes any sense?
Yeah, no,
yeah,
that
makes
totally
perfect sense.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have a particular role that you've done that really sticks in your mind as, yeah, I'm really quite proud of that one?
You know what? I'm proud of them all, but I'm a bit spiritual, and the character takes over me. So I'm just happy they choose me to play their character. You know, give me their presence. You know what I mean? So like it could be the werewolf in Harry Potter, or it could be the Victor Frankenstein monster, or it could be the first White Walker, it could be the guy that's beating up a team of Liverpool fans in Green Street. You know,
Ice Warrior,
Doctor Who,
Darth
Men in
Vader.
Black, Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
You know, so many. You know, there's a really fun character called Gorg in Dungeons and Dragons that's just been released. You know what I mean? Which is pretty cool. That's really, really fun. I've got some shows coming out in the near future. Toxic Avengers and Borderlands and a few other shows.
I gotta say,
Toxic Avengers just piqued my interest there because I love me some Toxie, and I'm really looking forward to the new movie.
Yeah, we're all excited.
Whenever eventually it comes out.
Yeah, we're all excited. I can't wait till the grown-ups to release it. You know what I mean?
When I think of stuff you've done, my go-to tends to be that fight sequence in Hobbs and Shaw. That is like one of the funniest scenes ever.
Yeah, it was, you know, how I got that scene as well. I was working on Men in Black International.
Yeah.
And my son is a massive Paul Walker fan, so when he passed away,
yeah,
he was gutted. You know what I mean? Watches all the he can tell you what's start from to finish of all the franchise of Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And I was saying to him, you know, as we were growing up, I said, listen, I'll introduce you to him one day. I'm going up the ladder.
Wow.
So when he passed away, he was gutted. Everybody's gutted.
Yeah.
He went too soon, but that was his path out of here, and that's the way it was. But I told the story to the production on Men in Black. And when I finished on that, next minute, I'm getting a phone call saying, can you come in and do a cameo with The Rock? And, you know, obviously,
phone call and a half to get that in it.
Mate, you know, scored some points for my kids. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very special. That's what I love about the film. It's one big family, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and if they can put a smile on your kids, they'll do it. They'll help you do it. Do you know what I mean?
Speaking of big families, though, and as we've mentioned, Star Wars. So when did you become aware that they were looking at you to fill Dave Prowse's boots?
Well, I got the audition to well, it was very secretive.
I imagine it was.
I said this on several Q&As. When we got the first audition, we didn't know what the production was. We didn't know what the character was. We didn't know. We just come in and done a cell tape. The second time, we didn't know. Third time, they give us, you know, now it's Star Wars. And I had an inkling it was going to be Darth Vader because the authority and the heavy breathing and everything else that goes with that character. And then the last audition was at Pinewood Studios in London, and that was a tick of the cross. And you know, the Dark Lord and the Emperor chose me to help him out with him.
What was it like to put the helmet on for the first
time? The whole lot was a feeling. You know what I mean? It's like I say, it's a feeling. It's a dark side.
You just feel it just taking over you as you put more and more on.
Yeah, well, you know, the last audition, that's when the costume was there. Do you know what I mean? So they had a little tent in the room, in the secret room.
Yeah.
And they pulled the tent back, the curtains of the tent, and there was the boots, the gloves, the pants, the helmet. And you know, you just for a minute, you're not looking at it like a costume, looking at the characters, looking at you, and you're looking at the character.
Yeah.
And you meet in the middle.
There's very few characters as iconic as Darth Vader.
And there's not the actors that are going to get to play that character. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I feel very honoured and it feels very special to play characters like that. But I class every character as special to me.
Yeah,
you know
of course. Yeah.
Some make more noise than the others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I mean, what's it like when you have to like put on all the prosthetics and get?
Yeah, you know, some actors don't like it, so they don't do it, and then I it's a process. You know, some of the creature performers really good at the job what they do, but some of the artists, the creature makeup artists, you know, they're their A team, and they you know how it's like drawing a painting.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a long time from the initial bit of makeup or a bit of glue that goes on to the end of it. So there's the Wolfman, or there's the Frankenstein. It's like iconic, man.
Yeah.
So to sit down and enjoy their work, looking in the mirror for 5 or 6 hours, whatever it is, I love it.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, when you're saying about the Frankenstein monster, I remember watching that movie because it's no secret. A few years ago, I was very, very seriously ill. and I was in hospital, in and out. Like, spent more time in hospital 1 year than I did out of it.
Glad you're out there now.
No, thank you. But one of the things that I did to pass the time was just watch movies over and over and over again. And watching that Frankenstein movie
Victor Frankenstein.
that was.
Do you know what I play in Victor Frankenstein?
Go on.
No, do you know who I play in Victor Frankenstein?
There was the Frankenstein, obviously.
Yeah, but I played 2 characters.
Oh, there's another one as well. Oh, okay.
No, so I play the strongman Nathaniel in the circus. That's me.
Right, okay.
With a moustache.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And I play so it's Nathaniel and Prometheus, the monster.
The monster, yeah.
So I play both and credit him from both as well,
Oh,
which
okay.
is pretty rare.
There we go. Even I'm learning something
There you go.
today. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Amazing what a moustache does. I had to grow, he said, "Can you grow a beard?" And I said, "I've never really gone past a week." So I got to about 2 weeks and started giving birth out of my face and doing handstands to try and get the pain out of my face. It was incredible. You
got to just get past that itchy stage, mate.
Oh, amazing. The itchy stage. I lived giving birth to little kids out of my face. It was painful.
I've just done that for this one, funny enough, is because it's set during a lockdown, so it's set over the period of months. So we filmed the first one, I'm clean shaven. So I had to wait months before we filmed the last scene. So
I do grow a good thick beard. And then it was all black. Now it's going to have grey bits in it. Well, grey lot, you know what I mean? But so when I grew it for like 4 months, and then they shaped it into the strongman tash.
Yeah.
And you're doing this.
Yeah.
Because it's the early 1800s.
It's the old vaudeville style, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. So I was walking around town doing this. I was walking around. I was walking past friends I've been friends with all my life going, "Oi." And I went, "Bloody hell."
But when you got that, do you just feel that you want to tie women to train tracks and stuff?
You put a moustache on someone, they don't rescue, right? It's a disguise.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's crazy. But so have you got any character that's like your particular favourite?
What out of all them 50 characters I played? Yeah, you know what? I love them all. But you know the martial arts, Green Street, love all that.
Oh, the banner's going.
Oh,
man down.
Timber.
Man down.
Man down. Yeah, I'll leave him there. Be all right.
We'll get it in a minute.
So, and then, I love playing the monsters for Doctor Who's and things like that. You know, and these iconic monsters like Frankenstein, Wolfman, they're great, special, real special. We're all special, but that's a little bit more special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you get to work with the likes of Rick Baker. You know?
Oh, wow.
I've Mr. Rick Baker working on
master
the first test makeup on the Wolfman was 11 hours long.
Jeez.
Right? And me and Rick were just sitting there enjoying every moment of it.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking in the mirror of Rick Baker's magic coming through.
God, I guess he's got some stories as well.
Yeah.
That's one way to pass the time while you're putting it on.
Well, it's all going to go into the autobiography at some point, I'm sure.
I'm sure. One day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Cool.
Well, we won't keep you any longer because I know you're heading off. But thank you for coming on and spending a bit of time with the 50
Hey, it's been great chilling with you guys. Hope this is a great day for you guys.
Oh, we've had a fantastic
we've
time,
had a brilliant time.
Nice
Really
little
enjoyed
chat.
it. And
Awesome.
really enjoyed speaking with you. So
Yeah.
thanks ever so much,
I'm
Spencer.
glad if anybody come over to the table, come and say hello to me. Thanks very much. I really enjoyed your company. And thanks to John for bringing us into this marvellous ComicCon. Congratulations. Great success for him on his first ComicCon and, Grand National Day.
Yeah.
We're in,
well,
Aintree.
Apparently, we're doing one again next year on May the 4th. So if there's ever a
Be
date to
with
get
you,
you
May the
back,
4th be with me.
if there's a date to get you back, mate,
There you go. That'd be pretty cool. So, you know how it works. These ComicCons, you double up. And there's a lot of new faces in here. So, here we go.
That's good to hear.
Strap yourself in. Enjoy yourself.
Great to meet you,
See you
mate.
later. Take care.
All right, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, Spencer Wilding, thank you very much.
Freaking Vader.
I know, yeah. Brilliant, that. Thank you so much, mate. So, thank you. You didn't have to do that.
And
he's even tidying up
he's even putting the poster back up for us. What an absolute star!
What a gent.
Ladies and gentlemen,
thank you,
Spencer Wilding.
Awesome.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah. So that was Spencer. How awesome is that? Oh, I didn't see your question there, Jay. Sorry, but otherwise I would have asked that. But I mean, obviously, if anyone is sharing this video, just watching the video rather, just share it around. But yeah, we're gonna get some other guests on right now who are gonna be like Spencer joining us from a galaxy far, far away. Paul's just gone to get them now. But yeah, so we've had an absolute fantastic day. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long day. It's been a great day, but we've had an absolutely fantastic time. Can't wait to do it again. Let's be honest, because everyone loves a convention, certainly me. So just filling time basically right now until Paul comes back. But that's just how I do. And usually I've got a Mara here to bounce off of, but I don't. So he just got me rambling to myself for a little bit. How are you? You having a good day? Good to hear it. Cheers. So, anyone who's watching, just pop in the chat and say hello. Let us know that you're there. Paul is back now.
So, carrying on with our previous theme of a galaxy far, far away, guys, why don't you introduce yourselves to the audience at home with the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds?
Hello there. My name is Ross Sambridge. I was one half of the evil Supreme Leader Snoke from The Last Jedi.
We're the top half or the bottom half?
Oh, well.
He was the left side.
He was my right side. And I was a physical body you see on screen, and then the other gentleman, Andy, was the voice. But also, I played a Wookiee slave in the film Solo: A Star Wars Story.
My name's Matt Tyler, and I also played a Wookiee slave in Solo.
Okay, so we've got a bit of a Wookiee off here at the moment.
Wookiee behind you, and all.
So, well, I mean, and yeah, we've got the Arctic Wookiee in the room with us also. So, a bit of a coincidence there.
One of the endangered ones there.
Yeah,
I mean, while we have the example, so what is it like to be in one of those?
Very warm.
Very, very warm, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
I would
sweaty,
imagine.
Very, very tight and sweaty, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. And hot.
Yes.
I mean, so what the ones that they use on the film? What are they made of?
Yak hair.
Yeah.
I believe it was yak hair. They had various drawers of all types of hair, and then we landed on yak hair.
Yes. Yeah, it was
It was a roulette of hair, and we ended up on yak, basically. I think it was going on sale, basically. They found it in the back of a lorry, and they needed to use it for something.
And I mean, how did you end up
covered in yak hair?
Covered in yak hair. What's the story?
Is the question.
Take us back.
That's just a wild weekend in Amsterdam, I think. That's
we basically got our results on the Wikipedia.
Oh!
Someone put 20p in Ross. Oh. I know, he's here all week.
Yeah.
Basically, we just auditioned for a role. I didn't know what it was for. It was under the code name Red Cup. So I had no idea what it was going to be for. Yeah. Took a 6-hour coach down to London from Liverpool just after going to see Stone Roses, so I was slightly hungover, and then got there and they asked me to be a dishevelled space bear, so didn't really need to act. just walked around the room and I was like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, go.
Because it is all quite. I mean, Spencer was saying before, it's all very, very secretive, isn't it?
So, if you needed the loo, which it was quite difficult in the costumes, we had to wear these sort of like Death Eater cloaks just to walk around. Huge ponchos that like went down to your feet, so you looked like you were floating, because obviously no one was supposed to see what you were wearing. So there was like huge levels of secrecy.
Yes, I think the trouble is though with the ponchos, they only go so far. So you're walking around like half your normal body sort of thing, and then the poncho, and then you've got Wookiee feet. So it's.
I mean, was it very much a similar experience for you, Ross, when Snoke came up?
Yeah. So again, I had a phone call, and they said that they're doing a fitting for a thing called Space Bear, and so I said, oh, that sounds a little bit like Star Wars, but I went down to Palm Studios, went into the warehouse, and they said, look, put these gold robes on, and then director will be in a minute. So put them on, and then I walked on stage, and then Ryan Johnson walked in and says, "You must be our Snoke." And I've gone, "Oh, I guess I must be."
Right. Ryan freaking Johnson. Let's just absorb that for a moment. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I said, "Great, brilliant," and then 2 weeks later, I'm sitting on the throne on the set, and just looking around, going, oh my God, I'm on Star Wars, and but I had to sort of like pretend I wasn't, just to get through normal days. And then Daisy Ridley walks on and with Adam Driver and says hello and everything else. I'm going, this is quite surreal. And then Andy Serkis comes on and says that basically we are the same person. And I've gone, well, that's great.
And then you woke up in a cold sweat. in Croydon.
you know about that? Yeah. Yes, it's all a bit, all massive lie. Yeah.
But, so where does the journey start for you guys? Like, where what is the path that brings you to this rather surreal moment where you're in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away?
I got a train. Well, I mean, I've been acting for best part of 25 years now, but I mean, I think being tall and everything else, you do get the characters you play are obviously just specifically for a taller person.
Yeah,
so
it's quite niche, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
you
remind me. So how tall are you both?
Well, I'm around the 7 foot mark,
and I'm 6'8".
Yeah. So and just to give some comparison, I'm 6 foot, give or take. So yeah,
and I'm 5'9".
Yeah, I'm usually the tall one in the room, and it's so this is quite intimidating.
If
it's normal for you.
The thing is, if it's any help, we have both been your heights, so we've been there.
Ross came out your height. It was like pulling rope.
Well, put it this way: my mum was in labour for so long, she ended up going conservative. So. Yeah, no, it's so basically the jobs come along and the roles come along and it's great, but they can be very far between.
Yeah.
But the characters you do, sometimes they get people on stilts or on platforms, but with being tall, you can then portray a character or a creature. So I've been aliens and monsters and things, but you can make that character believable to the audience that are watching it on the cinema, or then, or watching at home, then you've done a good job.
Yeah, we have an authentic level of shin, is what he's trying to say.
It's kind of the opposite to what George was saying to us earlier. It's just like you need to find a casting director. I mean, fair enough, you can do these roles where you're playing these large characters and stuff, but ideally one day I assume you'd want to find a casting director who's just like, okay, they're right for the role, doesn't matter about the height.
Yeah.
They're just playing this guy. You know,
just dig a hole and put us in it so we look normal sized. I think it's Tom Cruise in reverse. That's what we need.
Yeah. No, I mean, we've just got a question here from Jay on the chat here, basically asking about like the various costumes. Have they got fans built in, or is it like a breathable
Oh God, no!
material?
Oh God, no!
If only.
So when we filmed, it was the middle of July, summer 2017, and it was about 25 to 28 degrees, and we had an undersuit on, so like a black leotard up to the neck, then the suit, which is like skin tight, covered in hair, latex hands, feet, and the head going on as well. And we were literally dripping with sweat. What we had was assistants with small mini leaf blowers that they'd prise our neck open, put it down, and that was the only relief that we got during the day.
Water bottles. Well,
No, water or Ribena that they would put a straw in, and then in the middle of the mask they'd cut a little hole, so they'd just push this like Ribena straw through. And we could open the mouth. Yeah, basically that's what it was. Yeah, we had our Lunchables at 12. That's what it was. It was packed lunch with the Wookiees, basically.
Yeah, I can imagine it's not going to be easy to get that off and get to the bus.
Yeah, exactly. They just fed it through a small hole in the mouth, basically.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was incredibly hot. Ross passed out. That was how hot it was.
Yes. Thank you. I forgot
Ross
about
was
that.
a casualty of war, essentially.
No, I think we all kind of had our moments of like. I mean, we had another Wookiee with us who unfortunately was a bit ill. But I think when the heat gets you and you're running around, especially, and you haven't had a chance to take the head off, you end up, unfortunately, the heat getting to you. But there's the medical team around and everything else, and
CPR on a Wookiee, basically.
Yeah.
Singing "Staying Alive" in their head.
Pictures of mouth to mouth on the Wookiee.
Well, we do. Wookiees like a nice kiss, don't they? So
Actually, that's one thing I was going to ask you before. Sorry, microphones. I know how to use them. So when you were saying about like going in and Rian Johnson saying you're Snoke,
yes.
I presume had you seen Force Awakens at that point? You knew who Snoke was.
I had, but I mean, like Ryan wanted a more fleshed out.
Because he's in the room with the characters, obviously, in that movie.
To interact with with Kylo Ren and with
So
Rey. And
how annoyed were you thinking, oh yeah, I've got this role, it's going to be, this is like the supreme leader of the dark side in these new trilogies. How annoyed were you to read that he gets cut in half like 5 minutes into that scene? You think you've got a good job for a few years here, and then...
But the thing is, though, like, I kind of obviously knew the background and everything else, and who then he is. Although it's fairly obvious anyway, because no other evil character's got a throne and red guards and literally coming out his fingers. So, so when I read that, I was like, okay, so he gets chopped in half, but then, well, I kind of guessed that he didn't like die as such.
Yeah,
you know?
They always come back. It's
Yeah,
just unfortunately came back as the wrong person.
But anyway, so
in terms of yourself, I mean, not just like I'm not saying the Emperor came back being Snoke was the wrong person. I'm saying you wanted another job.
Well, I embrace the role as much as what it is. Try to, as I make it believable, and but getting to work with Andy was a dream, and Ryan gave us free reign of how he's going to move and everything else, and they wanted a taller actor to make Adam look shorter, basically, diminutive, because Adam's around about 6'4", and so when he's on his knees, sort of thing, and he's like looming over him and sort of like berating him and things.
Yeah.
I just wanted someone to, be even more creepy, I suppose.
And that's why you got the role.
Yes, thank you very much indeed. I did.
I very much get a sort of a family banter atmosphere off you guys. You've obviously been doing this a while now.
Well, yeah, but also the fact is that one of the I guess it's a bit gushy, but one of the highlights of working on Solo was the fact that we all kind of experienced the same thing together.
Yeah.
And we had a bit of a brotherhood going on as well, and that is carried on after the filming as well. And I do consider Matt as a brother from a different mother, and the same with like Paul Davis. But there is another one we don't talk about him. He's a black sheep of the family, but it's great, and doing these shows and everything is brilliant. And it's been a while since we've done one together, and so it's great to do it again today.
So what is your ComicCon experience like? What do you tend to get out of it, as it were?
Well, I mean, it's just a good opportunity to meet people that really are passionate about these sort of things and passionate about the films. So, I enjoyed every experience filming. I probably didn't love the films maybe as much as Ross did, but then you meet people who just adore the films. Yeah. And it makes it all it brings everything back, because the whole experience, I adore the experience. And then you get to speak to people about it, and that's just brings it all back. So it's quite joyful in that respect.
I love seeing adults and kids smile, and I had there was a family all dressed, I think, as Jedi's basically. I think it was a little kid dressed as Anakin and then Luke was his father and the mother, and he looked at the Snoke stuff. He was impressed by that. He saw the Wookiees, and he literally went, "Oh my goodness, you're a Wookiee!" And the way this face lit up and everything else, I was like, that's the main reason we do these things, because with all the other stuff going on in the world, doom and gloom, you come here, you forget about all your troubles, and you are literally like the same like everybody else. You're enjoying the moment, you're enjoying the experience, and if you make someone smile and be happy and everything else, then you're actually doing it.
I guess it's giving you that sort of immediate contact that you don't get when you're actually making a movie. People are reacting to the movie, but it's at one remove to what you've done, whereas you get to see that reaction there in the room. It's almost like theatre, I guess.
Yes, but I say it's you get your fans of different characters, but it expands their experience of watching the films. Yeah, so they can actually chat to the actors who played their favourite characters or whatnot, and they go away happy, sort of thing. They just have a great time, and we have a great time because we know they're having a great time. So,
well, that's brilliant. That's always brilliant to hear that you guys enjoy it as much as the hundreds of people we've seen walking past today are obviously enjoying it as well.
And it's a great venue as well. I mean, it's brilliant to be doing at this racecourse as well.
Yeah, Ross was saying you don't normally get anything as beautiful as a racecourse. Sometimes it's a village hall in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
We played here twice now for various conventions. It is just a venue. It's right on my store as well.
Yeah. Well, one of the conventions was actually on a farm, and
it wasn't a convention. This is what they keep telling you. It was not a convention.
Well,
it was when he couldn't open the door after he'd been back in. Sort of locked on the other side.
Well, we literally we talk to people and on the table, and then behind you is like some sheep, and we was like going bam, bam. And I can't hear. Great.
Ross wasn't paid. He just got to take a sheep home. That's
yes,
that was his fee for the day.
Yeah, and it's still at home now, and it's dead. But
they live a beautiful life together.
Yeah, it's what can I say? I hug it and it keeps me warm.
I mean, we've seen you from our little perch over here, and the audience has been coming in and they've been very happy and they've gone away very happy, and we've seen you guys working very hard at it as well, and long may you continue to have such a good relationship with fans and fandom of all kinds.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And thank you ever so much for coming and having a chat with us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No
It's
worries.
been fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wrap that there. Okay. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
So are we gonna?
Yeah, I guess we'll just kind of. Thanks, guys. So I think we'll kind of wrap things up for the day. Yeah. No, thank you.
Are we gonna call it for the day, or is there anything else we want to do?
I guess so. Yeah, if we want to try and.
Hang on. I think we got my mate Grum is there. I said we grab him on.
Okay.
So that was a couple of really genuinely interesting conversations we had there. One of the things we want to talk about again before we finish.
Yeah, because everyone's starting to wrap up now, so we really have to go.
So no, we're gonna. I mean, it all finishes at 4 o'clock, so there's another half hour. People are starting to pack up and what have you. So it's coming towards the end of a long day for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But one of the things that we've experienced, that you've seen, that we've talked about is the cosplay aspect. Again, we're really very impressed by what we've seen. So many people. One of the organisations that comes as a group to a troop their cosplays is called the Dragon Order.
Yep.
And hopefully in a minute, one of my friends
joined by
will be joining us just to have a. Here he is.
Here we go.
Hello. So this is a mate of mine. This is Grum Foss, who is one of the cosplayers with the Dragon Order, who I've known at ComicCons for, God, it's got to be about 5 years. I've been seeing you at like Wrexham and that. I mean, it's been a while since we've actually been in the same room because COVID.
Don't mention that word.
And what have you? But so you cosplay.
I do.
Why do you cosplay?
Why?
Yeah, why do you cosplay?
I've always liked the idea of dressing up. Being somebody who you're not.
Yeah.
And I've always enjoyed that. And I remember once going to an event and somebody said to you, asking people, how long have you been cosplaying for? And I said, well, I started in like 1984 when it was called dressing up. When I was a kid. And I've always loved it. I've done reenacting and everything. It's just the idea of being something which you're not. It's good fun. Really is good fun.
And I mean, you're one of these people who, it's not like you buy stuff off the peg or anything. You make your stuff, don't you?
I try to, as much as I possibly can. I try to, yeah. Not saying I've got the skills to do it. It takes me probably 10 attempts to make something where somebody would do it who's very good at it would take one. But I like to try and make it. And also my costumes that I tend to do are not normal run-of-the-mill costumes. They're not Star Wars or...
Witch King of Angmar. The Skeksis. Oh, that Skeksis is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
That we saw you in at the start of the day. You've done a Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Street
judge.
I mean, we've got. I still love those photos of us both in Starfleet uniform.
Yeah, Ellesmere Port when
Yeah.
we're on teleporter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you showed me that one before.
Yeah, I showed
yeah.
you that
that's a good
before.
picture.
But
Funny if you said about the whisking, because we were at ComicCon a few years ago, and he showed me the photo. I was like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that knocking about.
no, you do not forget that costume. You play very memorable characters when you do cosplay.
Well, it is funny because I do find it quite weird when you take the helmet off or the mask off and you walk around. I do find nobody was my photograph. What's going on?
Why is nobody looking at me?
But no, as soon as when I'm getting changed into costume, as soon as I put the helmet on or whatever, I for some reason I just go straight into character.
Yeah.
And I like being in character.
Yeah.
It's good fun. And being a Witch King, watching small kids go, it's fantastic. It's the best feeling in the world. People say you're really weird. I said, no, it's good fun.
That's the thing with helmets as well. They help you hide and be that character. Because I mean, me, if I want to be me, I wouldn't want to be scary to a kid. But if I can put a helmet on, I'll be you know.
Well, that's right. I'm not a scary person normally, but I hope not.
You can get away with more when you're hiding your face.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm sure that's why people do Darth Vader and stormtroopers and stuff, because they can be the completely different person.
Yeah.
Also, the reason why I wear my costumes have all got masks and helmets on is because I don't look like any superhero. I was thinking about doing a fat Spider-Man. Yeah, and seeing a lot of the mermaids. I quite doing an old Triton.
Triton would work. I'd see that.
Sitting there, all right, fish and chips.
Tell us,
you're meeting your children.
Tell us just a little bit about the Dragon Order. Get a plug in for the Dragon Order.
Okay, well, we are a costuming group or cosplay group. We've been around for 10 years. This is our 10th anniversary. Hurrah to us!
Almost as long as us.
Yes.
Yeah. I think next month is our anniversary. I've been part of the group for 6 years. We're based pretty much around the Northwest. We tend to have costumes from all different types of genres. We've got stormtroopers, we've got Star Wars, we've got Doctor Who, and we do everything. As long as the costume we think is as if you just walked off a set. That's what we're trying to aim for. As close as you can. It's almost impossible to get it absolutely perfect because they're all so different. And that's basically what we do. And we get invited to events like this one where we try to put on the best show we possibly can for the general public, and scare kids or just basically have a good time. We try to put on the best we can. We've probably got about 30 to 40 members. It's not a huge club. And of those 34 members, we probably have another 10 or 15 who come along to help us out at events, act as people's eyes.
Yeah, because it's not just about the performance. You do need support of workers as well, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
People to make sure that you're not trampling small children underfoot in the masks.
It's very easy, which is
Even
very
something
easy
as simple as
to do.
opening a goddamn door. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we've watching Wookiees going through human-sized doors and getting into lifts has been an eye-opener.
Absolutely, and you always notice they've always got a helper with them.
Of course,
and they are the vital part. Some people like dressing up, some people don't, but some people like the whole idea of being part of the group. And it's all good fun. If we do anyone wants to help raise money for charities, we're quite happy to do so. We don't have a charity of our own, but we will do work for anybody's charity. Hire us. We are for hire.
Well, I wanted to make sure that you came on so that we could give you a plug and get the word out.
Well, I know that Doug is still trying to get that off the ground.
Because we record live once a month at Geek Retreat in Warrington,
right?
And we're very much supporters of Doug, who runs Geek Retreat in Warrington, and we've got things he's trying to do, things we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So more than likely we'll be in touch.
Well, yeah, you know what I am on Facebook.
I know where to find you, mate. We are mates on Facebook. So and it's just really great to be in the same room as you again for the first time in
a long
forever.
time. I think the last time I actually saw you was at a Telford.
Yeah,
and it was only a brief visit. It was one of the ones I think just after the plague had supposedly cleared.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. I've personally missed it. It did allow me some good time to make some good costumes.
Oh, good. Yeah, I can imagine,
which was always good fun. Again, obscure.
Well, that's what the folks we were speaking to downstairs said with the Wookiee costumes. That they spent all of lockdown just building Wookiee costumes.
Yeah. I can understand that. Yeah. I made my belter from the Expanse TV series, the full vac suit with the helmet.
Yes.
That was my lockdown project. That and my beard. My beard went from being quite small to being like Grizzly Adams.
Ho, ho, ho. As did mine.
I had to trim it because when you put the helmet on, it was like in your face like that. It wasn't good.
No.
But no, it's been great to be back, and it's good to recharge the costuming and cosplay batteries again. You know, it's nice to get the reaction from people as you're walking around. That's what makes it fun.
And it just
Definitely.
Because the majority of people, who may put a costume on and go to something like, they're not doing it every weekend. I'm sure you do more shows than most people, but just getting to put the costume on and everything like that, and just seeing the looks on people's faces where they recognize a character or something like that.
It is. And I must admit, all my costumes, as you know, I do quite a few. The Witch King is the one that tends to get the biggest reaction, and it always has done. That's probably because it's scary, and that's one that's progressed over the last. I started it in 2016.
You've got to remember, it's the Lord of the Rings movies came out 2001, 2, and 3. So the kids who watched those movies at the cinema when they were kids, they've grown up now, and they may have little kids of their own going, "Oh, look who it is!" So you've got all that aspect.
You've been doing this long enough that some of the kids who have been getting their photos taken with you are now taller than you. Joshua.
Well, it was quite. I did get a reality check at Telford this year.
Yeah.
I was somebody come over and goes, "Can I have my photograph taken with you?" The Witch King. He says, "Yeah." I said, "No problem." He goes, "Yeah, I had my photograph taken with you when I was a kid in Wrexham, and this was a 20-year-old plus man."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh." I have been doing this for quite a while.
We do feel old, don't we? Yeah.
It was a reality check, but it's all fun.
So if there was a costume that you wanted to, you haven't made yet, but you really want to do, what's that?
Oh, I've got several, but the one I really want to make, I've always wanted to make it. It's from a computer game called BioShock.
Is it Big Daddy by any chance? Yes.
Yeah. I have like a cosplay book. Again, being a real nerd. When
you're in the right place.
When you have an idea,
jot it down.
I always usually carry it around with me. And I think of something. I thought, I want to make it so it makes the noise as it walks, and I got some sound effects. So I've worked out how to do that. It's just getting the time and space to do it.
Of course,
because you need more than a dining
as much
room
as they're a big
table
size
to
when
do
you
it.
put them on, you need more space to build the damn things.
Well, it's one of my dreams, if I ever win the lottery, to have a workshop where I can just build whatever I want.
Cosplay studio.
Oh,
nice.
That would be fantastic.
Wouldn't
I'd love it. Yeah, I really would.
Awesome. Okay,
That's the dream.
Living the dream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grum, it's been an absolute pleasure to see you again, mate.
No worries.
So
It's been
happy
nice to meet you.
Yeah.
As much as I've seen you in passing before now, it's nice to meet you. Yeah.
So that, I think, is basically it.
Yeah.
For us for
think so,
today,
yeah.
as the Attack of the 50-Foot Nerds.
Yeah.
Live at Aintree ComicCon.
Yeah, let's just say a big thank you to John and the team for having us along. We've enjoyed the entire day. It's been absolutely fantastic. Also, I just want to say one more really, really big thank you.
Yeah.
And that is to Danielle, who's been with us all day today, helping out. And she's been holding the camera
Thank
for
you,
this entire
Danny.
thing. And she's she's been absolutely fantastic. So, and I know I took you away from a lion in bed this morning and a nice breakfast and everything like that to come and walk around Aintree with me and Paul. But thank you. Thank you. I love you. Being sappy and sweet. Anyway, on that bombshell, we're going to wrap things up from Aintree ComicCon. Until the next time we do 50 Foot Nerds, which may be a little bit sooner than you think. I've been Mike Bell.
I've been Paul Griggs.
And I've been Grum Foss.
Until the next show. Oh, and that's Dan. Danielle's been Danielle. Until next time, folks.
Geek out!
If you've enjoyed the nerdom in your ears, then why not follow us on Twitter at 50footnerds. You can follow Mike at Mike G. Bell, Amara at Voltsevexoth and at Amara Lunera, and Paul is on at Scouser. Our website is 50footnerds.co.uk. That's FIFTYFOOTNERDS.co.uk. You can find all of our YouTube content at video.50footnerds.co.uk or search youtube.com/50footnerds. All of our episodes are archived over at bit.ly/50footnerdsarchive. That's 50FTNERDS archive. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Attack of the 50 Foot Nerds. Email us at 50footnerds@gmail.com or join our Patreon at patreon.com/50footnerds. If you'd like to buy our merchandise, you can visit us over at tinyurl.com/50footstore. That's 50FT store. All of these links and more are available at our Linktree page. That's linktr.ee/50footnerds. FIFTYFOOTNERDS.